talkSPORT Sports Update, powered by the Nissan van range. Scoring a winning hat-trick of performance, payload and price. Search Nissan Vans or head to your local Nissan Van Centre.
With your headlines at 1:01, I'm Tom Clayton. Good afternoon. Tyson Fury's called Anthony Joshua a classless loser for saying boxers have a licence to kill.
Whatever happens, happens. As long as my hand's raised, that's what's important, right? Respectfully. That's just the mentality we have to have as fighters. When you're in that ring, it's a dangerous place to be and anything can happen.
There are genuine concerns for Jake Paul's safety ahead of his 8-round fight with AJ tomorrow night. Trainer Dave Caldwell doesn't think he's conditioned to take punches off a real boxer.
There's a big difference between getting hit with 16, 18-ounce gloves on in sparring and with a head guard than there is when you put those little 10-ounce gloves on. A huge difference.
Now, Simon Jordan says Martin O'Neill would have won 3 out of Celtic's last 4 games where he's still in charge.
He is not a miracle worker. He got a group of players facing in the right direction in a substandard league that might have substandard Celtic players, but those substandard Celtic players are still better than most of the players in the other teams in the league that they're playing in.
Wilfried Nancy's 4 in a row. That hasn't happened since Celtic since 1978. Now, the former Reading chief executive, Nigel Howe, wants to hit the club with a winding up petition. Howe oversaw the sale of the club, forcing previous owner Di Younger out. American Rob Coig, who previously owned Wycombe Wanderers, bought the club and assets along with Todd Trosclair via Redwood Holdings. And with England's Ashes hopes all but evaporated, Steve Harmison says Ollie Pope's probably got one more innings to save his Test career.
He just looks all at sea. I feel sorry for him because it's not a very nice place. I've been there, been in Australia when your head's all over the shop. He probably does need a little bit of time out.
England ended day 2 of the must-win third Ashes Test on 213 for 8, trailing Australia by 158 runs. Subscribe to talkSPORT's following on podcast for more.
talkSPORT News.
There's good news for homeowners as the Bank of England cuts the cost of borrowing and the NHS says flu cases are the highest ever for this time of year. More from the news team at 5:30.
talkSPORT weather with QuickFit. With expert technicians in all our centres across the country, we'll keep your car's inbuilt safety tech in top condition this winter. Book today at quickfit.com.
Bright with showers in the north, widely cloudy elsewhere, with rain soon arriving in from the south. Prolonged heavy downpours may cause travel disruption, especially across southern England and Wales.
Concentrate. Sorry, Charlie. This is Paul Hawksbee and Charlie Baker with you through until 4 here on talkSPORT. Where this afternoon? Please tell us, mate, what's coming up?
Coming up over the next 3 hours. Coming up over the... No,
yeah,
don't do it.
No.
Actually thinking about it. Former England bowler Alex Tudor reflects on another tough day for England at the Ashes. Steve Evans tells us about his new job at Bristol Rovers and his dramatic jab-free weight loss.
Yeah.
And we'll speak to the man who taught Timothy Chalamet to play ping pong.
I did feel for Steve because he's put a lot of effort into losing that weight and he looks fantastic on it. But everybody's just been saying, he's on the jab, he's had the jabs. He hasn't. And
there are telltale, but also, if you're on the jabs, no problem at all.
Yeah.
There are telltale signs. He's not got flappy skin, Paul.
No, okay.
You know, a lot of people on the jabs look like they're sort of ghosts of the fat people they once were.
Well, you're certainly selling it today, Charlie. It's been quite the start by Charlie, I'd say. Although that's
an impression.
That's actually the second worst thing he's done. We'll also go in search of the mundane task you turned into sport, and we find our old mate Chat GPT in a festive mood.
Yes, all this plus comedian and St Johnstone fan Fred Macaulay joins us for a chat. James Gill joins us for a chat about Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
And we'll bring you the final birthday spread of 2025. A real waste of time the whole year.
Which way is it going to go?
Who knows? Who knows, Paul?
Anyway, we'll come on to this. It's 6 minutes past 1. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Charlie.
Yeah, I've just upset Simon Jordan on the way out. Paul, I tried
what did
not
you
to.
say?
Me and Simon normally very, very nice to each other. You know?
Yeah.
We're just discussing our kids at Christmas and what they're going to do. I said, Panto, Simon, you'd be great in Panto.
Oh, he would be, wouldn't
he? He said, you'd be a great baddie. He said, why would I have to be a baddie? His nose out of joint. Well, I can't see him coming out and going, oh, hello, children.
He'd be
all the mums and dads.
He'd be Baron Poppycock.
Yeah, he'd be like, boo.
Baron Poppycock.
Flesh creep.
Ooh.
Flesh creep. Yeah, he'd be brilliant at it, wouldn't he? Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Jim could be Buttons, couldn't he?
Yeah, I can see
Jim would
Jim.
be a good Buttons.
See Jim as a dame, Paul.
Can you?
I think he'd be like a Scottish widow dame.
Okay.
Oh, hello, children.
Okay. You're giving this.
Can you not see it?
I don't know. I think. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Could you see Jim and Simon as the ugly sisters? Well, I'm not suggesting. All I'm saying
I'd like
is
to see that.
But that
I'd like
would
to
be
see Alan as an ugly sister. Alan and Ali McCoist.
Really?
Ali's Buttons energy.
Ali's
Buttons,
he's got
Buttons energy all day long.
Yeah, timeless, isn't he?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, if I don't know if we're going to cast it, but people can cast it if they want to.
It could be Big Alan and Jeff. Jeff Stelling as the. Sorry, I'm not even saying something. I'm just as the dames.
I'm saying Jeff Stelling's got Alderman Fitzwarren energy, hasn't he? He's got the mayor energy.
Yeah.
If he was in Panto.
Now because Jeff would definitely say, well, the slipper fits someone, but who, Chris Kamara? Does it, Jeff?
Does it, Jeff?
I mean, you could see it.
Jeff's in the mirror on the wall.
Yeah.
And it's a different Panto, but, it'd be fun.
Well, would
it
be like Cammy would be there, Chris?
Does
Cammy would be? He'd be, the hologram.
There's a
Cammy.
slipper fitting. Yeah, that's brilliant. No,
Anyway,
I can see Jeff Stelling as Cinderella's dad. That's what I'm seeing. I'm not seeing him as a sister.
No, he's not a sister. No.
No.
What you mean?
There we are. Jason Cuddy. Has anybody seen The Poison Apple?
Yes.
Grumpy. Has anybody seen Grumpy?
We didn't intend.
Has anybody seen?
We didn't intend to cast it, but
Sleepy.
Have you got any thoughts? If we're putting on the talkSPORT Panto, who's playing what?
Yeah, lovely.
Talksport.com, text 1889, tweet TSH and J. Something else to run past you. We're indebted to Private Eye for this in their funny old world section.
Oh, yeah.
The Housekeeping Olympics are a vibrant celebration honouring the dedicated people who meticulously care for guests every single day, said the boss of MGM Resorts.
Nice.
9 teams from the hospitality sector in Vegas compete in a series of challenges, a motorised vacuum obstacle race where housekeepers ride vacuums to clear the track in record time, bed making against the clock, a mopping relay where participants weave through rows of wet floor signs,
nice.
Toilet paper throwing contest, and a vacuuming challenge judged on speed and how neatly they coil the power cord at the end. There's the blindfolded buffer pad toss and a tucking sheets relay. Do you get the idea with that? It's basically mundane tasks turned into some semblance of sport.
It did sound like you were you were using other words so you wouldn't be swearing there.
Yeah.
It's an absolute mopping relay.
What a mopping relay. So,
you're a tucking sheets.
Yes. So when I ran this past Charlie, I said maybe we'll get the listeners today mundane things that you turned into sport. Yes. You said F1.
Well,
it's basically driving, isn't it? Driving can be quite boring, but it's a good way while away doing it at 200 mile an hour around the track, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean I can imagine it's exciting when you're doing it.
Yeah.
But watching it has become very boring, isn't it? Unfortunately.
Is it really? Not a fan? I mean,
I think so.
A lot of people think you're absolutely wrong about it.
A lot of young people love it.
Yeah,
they've turned it into a documentary, but so maybe I'm behind the curve, Paul.
Yeah.
Not for the first time.
Oh, no, it's true. So mundane things you managed to turn into sport, whatever it was, run and past us, and the TalkSPORT Pantos we accidentally started to cast that today. Talksport.com, text 1889, tweet to TSH and J. Are you earmarking a part? You've got Buttons energy, I could see. What's his name? The one who's not Simple Simon. It's something like that.
Wishy-washy.
No, not wishy-washy. There's another. It's a part for some sort of sort of bloke like you bounce on. Some sort of idiot. Some sort of idiot who comes on.
No,
but a likable idiot.
Yeah. I'm always wary of them if they're over 40, Paul. That's how I always think. I always think, come on, mate. I think it's time. Time's
Really?
up. Prince Charming. Prince Charming.
Oh no, you're not. I mean, I'm with respect. But you bring too much to it.
Oh, I'd like to be Prince Charming. Oh, in this boring part. You never want to. It's a boring part. You never want to be the goodie in Panto.
Yeah.
You want to be a baddie or the big sort of silly one.
Do you ever felt? I mean, maybe you do a bit of Amdram. You ever felt badly cast? Has anybody ever said, "No, you make a really good Frankenstein"? And what do you mean by that? So, if you've ever been badly cast, do let us know today. talksport.com/H&J, text to 81089 or tweet to TSH&J. There's probably quite a lot of leading men and women over the years who've gone to read for a part.
Yeah.
And they've said, "No, we don't see you as her, but we do see you as like her nan." Do you know what I mean? It must be
that must happen all the time. Yeah.
And you think, do I take the part? Am I affronted? I don't know. Anyway, you're listening to talkSPORT apparently, where England have stunk the place out once again. Well, that's probably a bit harsh, but it's not great. I mean,
it's
done, isn't it?
It's bad.
It's done.
Bad.
Isn't it? We're done.
I watched the first hour. I watched till Crawley was going to get out, absolutely, definitely at some point. Cummings is an incredible bowler. You know, it was a brilliant ball. But I watched it. I thought, we're never getting 372, whatever it was. We're never going to get them. And it's depressing because it's the whole last 2 years.
Yeah.
Cricket has been building up to this. We've sort of thrown series in many ways.
The bottom line, we'll talk to Alex Tudor about this. It's not an outlier, is it? I mean, we rarely win in Australia. The annoying thing is there were chances in the first two tests when we could have capitalised when they were missing key players. But it looks like that ship has sailed. We'll get the thoughts of Alex Tudor, the former England bowler, in a few moments' time. James Gill joins us. Palace are in action tonight in the Conference League. A backdrop to that, questions about the manager's future. Although it does seem that Mark Gay's going to be there until the summer, so Palace fans shouldn't worry too much about him clearing off.
Glasner there till the summer, Gay to there till the summer. It's next year you've got to sort of start.
They're a club that have generally regenerated pretty well and brought in talent. But anyway, we'll get the thoughts of James, a comedian and Palace fan. And Josh Bennett joins us. He's involved in the new film Marty Supreme. He is a top professional table tennis player playing in the Worlds, but he's worked with Timothy Chalamet, who, I mean, talk about method. You thought he went out above and beyond in the Bob Dylan film.
Bob Dylan, yeah.
He's been learning to play ping pong for 7 years. He knew this part was coming.
It's like he's done everything we all did on lockdown.
Yeah. Well, he had
learnt the guitar, played ping pong a lot.
Well, when he was making June, apparently, he was insisting on whatever film he's been making, the Bob Dylan film, he's been insisting on having a ping pong table so he can practice.
Oh, really?
And I think Josh thinks he's a pro standard now.
Really?
So anyway, you'll tell us more about it and what it was like to work on. It looks really good film, doesn't it?
Oh, really good. Yeah, I think it'll be Oscar worthy, I think.
Fred McCauley joins us. Always good to chat to Fred. Talk a bit of Scottish football and the World Cup next year, and a few slightly worrying stories for fans heading over there. And Steve Evans, the new Bristol Rovers manager, joins us. As I said, we've all been quite impressed by
very much so
the work he's put in. Not jabs. I think Steve was very keen to point out he's put the work in and it's paid off. He's looking in fine fettle. Johnny Fisher, head of the big fight tomorrow night. Tim Vickery from South America. Looks like Ancelotti could be sticking around with Brazil. One of the stories we'll be covering. And that's all to come. We're here with our good friends at Toolstation. Stay one step ahead, whatever the job. Next stop, Toolstation. And to get in touch this afternoon, talksport.com/H&J. You can text to 81089. You can tweet to TSH&J. You can ring 03717 22 3344.
PDC World Darts Championship update on talkSPORT with Village Hotels. Hit the bullseye this Christmas with a darty party at Village. Enjoy flights of festive fun with our interactive darts lanes. Available at locations across the UK.
Yes, before we chat to Alex Tudor about the Ashes, let's put it off as long as we can. With respect to Alex, of course, I meant talking about the cricket. Chris Murphy joins us from Ali Pali. We're keeping an eye on the World Darts Championship. Good afternoon, Chris.
Afternoon, yeah. Callan Rydz is 2 sets up in the opening match of the day. He's taken on Hungary's Patrick Kovacs, who's playing some decent stuff, has taken the first leg of set 3, but it looks like Rydz, who reached the quarterfinals here last year, is going to progress without too much trouble. One of the couple of Geordie players in action in this session, Ryan Joyce, the other one, he's taken on Owen Bates, the dartist formerly known as the Master, who had his nickname banned by the PDC last year. And speaking of interesting names, in the final match of the session, the Kenyan debutant David Manure will take on Mike Dedeker. I'll leave you guys to have a field day with that one. Live commentary, of course, on talkSPORT 2.
Is that how he's pronouncing it himself, Chris?
Yeah, I've got it from, to pardon the pun, the horse's mouth.
God, that's a beauty.
The Wasp's going to love him, Paul.
David Manure.
Wasp's gonna
he's going to be like
Manure.
a flyer. No, he's not. He's going to be like it again. Anyway, we'll move on. Nice man, Chris. Thank you very much.
David.
So, yeah, we'll look out for David Manure. Yeah.
I mean,
she was only the stable keeper. We won't go down that route anyway. So the Ashes then. Let's get it out of the way. Let's hear from Steve Harmison first. Former England fast bowler. He was on following on with John Norman, the Ashes inquest to look back on day 2. And he said England simply aren't good enough to win down under.
No, it's simple. We just might not be good enough. We might not be good enough. Top 7 batter, taking Joe Root out, and I'm putting Harry Brook in here. That we might not be good enough to play Test match cricket against Stark Cummins and Boland and Lyon. Well, that could be the simplest sort of explanation to where England are at this moment in time.
Yeah, it depends how you look at it, but
I think the frustration for me, the frustration is I think we are good enough. We're just playing like I don't know what we're playing like.
Let's ask Alex Tudor, former England.
Let's ask someone who knows about it.
Yeah, indeed. Hi, Tudes, how are you?
Hi, afternoon, gentlemen.
Afternoon, Alex.
I mean, it's not easy to win there. It's not as if, as we said, this team are outliers. You know, it's a tough place to go and win a series, but you do kind of feel, certainly in those first 2 tests, that are real missed opportunities.
Yeah, massively. Listen, as you said, you know, when I was down there with the team with Alex Stewart first and then with Nasser Hussain, listen, we were playing against arguably the greatest test team.
Yeah.
I say it would only be rivaled with the West.
I think
lost Alex.
We've lost Alex as frozen there
by the West Indies.
Well, we all get him back. Just in the world of football, there's some interesting stories emerging today. One of which is Wilfred Nancy could potentially go today.
This afternoon?
We're keeping a close eye on that.
Wouldn't be surprised.
And the other one is a story on the Athletic. David Ornstein, very well sourced man. A few suggestions that this could be Pep Guardiola's final season at City. And Enzo Maresca is the man they cover.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, Andy keeps telling me that Maresca is going to be gone at the end of the season. Maybe on to
Maresca could
another fine job.
Without,
I think we got Alex back.
Yeah.
Sorry, Alex, we lost your line there. So you were just telling us that you played against one of the great Aussie sides.
Yeah, because it's never easy to go to Australia and especially when I went, we were playing against arguably the greatest team assembled. To ever played a game, I said it's only rivaled against the great West Indies side, the Clive Lloyd side in the 70s and 80s. We had hope, as you said, on the Rob Key, Brendan McCullum and Ben Stokes. They have been building toward this for a few years, especially with the personnel that they've assembled. And you was hoping that they were going to give a better fist of it than what they've done at the moment. It's disappointing. Listen, we got up early. I remember that first game in Perth, 2:30 or 2:20, whenever it started. He was up watching it. And to be fair, I said, after watching both teams bowl, I said, the bowlers will, be on top during this series. I said the batting didn't quite frighten me on both sets. Obviously, we have some individual brilliance on both teams with Smith and Root and etc. But it hasn't happened, and we haven't taken certain situations when we've been in a good place in the game, which is disappointing. And I think the frustration from a lot of ex-players and listening to Harmy and others is that we just needed to box a little bit smarter.
Mm-hmm.
And we've just been, with this ultra positive way that we want to play. But you see how we went about things today. And I have to admire the way the Australians have bowled. They've just bowled line and length.
Yeah.
And with a little bit of nip. The wicket is a good one. It's flat. It's day 2. It was 40 degrees or whatever it was. And you just wanted them to keep them out there. And it's just frustrating with, I suppose, technology, 2025, and we're talking about technology, DRS, Snicko, and all these type of things. It needs to be better. And when you've got players doubting the technology as well, people that are watching on TV or in the ground, and you haven't got trust in it, it's disappointing.
Even the Aussies were saying in the field, you could hear him, it needs sacking. Snicko needs sacking. I mean, we shouldn't hide behind it, though, Chute, should we? Because it's not great, because Carey put on extra runs and we were able to play a sawn off today. But it's more than that. And I mean, there's always one moment in a game that you take away from each test. And it's probably going to be Pope's shot, isn't it? A man really under pressure, just to hole out like that with the situation the team are in. It's just a really poor shot, isn't it, really?
Yeah, massively. Listen, I'm a massive Pope fan. He's a Surrey lad as well. But he just, it's not like he's playing his first couple of test matches. He's played a lot of games now. He's got a lot of runs. Valid that they haven't been against Australia. I think his highest score was in the game against Perth when he got 40-odd. And he just looks so frenetic. He just looks like he just wants to fill bat and ball all the time. And at number 3, you just need a little bit more calm. I couldn't imagine what Joe Root at number 4 feels when he sees that. And as you say, the shot that he played in Nathan Lyon's first over, and he's looking to try and hit it down to mid-on, but he's just gone fetched it, hit it 2 square, and it's an easy catch to mid-wicket. And he knows when he's played that shot, you can see the disappointment in his face.
Yeah.
And what everyone's sort of saying now is that he's got one innings to try and not save his England career, because he's still only 28. And I'm sure his time will definitely come again. But, he's got the second innings to try and show everyone the good player that he is. But if it doesn't go well, it may be time to maybe just take him out the firing line.
If he could bat for 2 days, that would be good, wouldn't it?
In their defence, Stark, who is absolutely incredible with the pink ball, but also the top wicket-taking left armour of Australian history. So they're no mugs with the ball. Pat Cummins is absolutely incredible. The guys might not be there.
It's interesting.
Down with a massive defeat, be it the dreaded 5-0, or obviously we lose this game, it's 3-0 and it's untraceable. That you would have to look at the likes of Frawley, Pope, Ben Stokes, whether he wants to continue, with the way his body is. Does he want to continue playing Test cricket? He could easily go into the, dread we say it, the franchise stuff and go and play a lot of cricket. Archer, does he? Because obviously all his build-up was for getting him ready for this Ashes.
Yeah.
Just looking after him, everything like that. Does he then say, I could go around and earn a lot of money in franchise cricket? Obviously, Mark Wood, sadly, at, was he 36 now, 35? With the injuries he's got, they'll most probably have to move on from him.
Yeah.
So there could be changes. But I'm hoping and praying that Stokes and Archer can put some sort of partnership, which they've done already, but they can continue. It's down to 100. We then come out, bowl like demons. We're chasing 300.
Yeah.
And Zach Crawley goes out there, lashes 100 off 70
That's it,
balls.
Tudes. Go on, Tudes.
That's it. I like the sound of this. Tudes, this is the kind of rallying cry he uses as a teacher these days. And it'll be Sir Rise, Sir Ollie. He batted. It's 250 that he scored to beat, and then we never look back after that. We like the sound of that.
All these things can happen.
Conversations are never spoken about again, and we move on. We could have been hopeful.
That's it. All the best. Cheers, Alex. All the best. Thank you.
Appreciate it, guys. Take care.
Cheers, Jude.
Yeah, there's Alex Tudor there, former England bowler. James Gill joins us for a chat. We'll bring you more on that story. Our own Alex Crook is right across that, and he's going to join us a little bit later in the show. A few reports that this could be Pep's final season, and Enzo Maresca at Chelsea is the man they covet.
Yeah, Danny B got cast as the green part of a rainbow at primary school panto, Paul. When you thought you were miscast, you asked. Being a passionate Liverpool fan, I really thought the director had made a huge mistake. There we are, Danny in Norwich. Thank you very much.
I was a wise man in our William Patton Junior School nativity in Stone Ewan. Yeah, wise man. Can't remember if I was gold, frankincense or myrrh.
Oh, you play in the middle? Frankincense?
Yeah.
Middle of a three.
It's just
playing in the middle of a three.
So he had gold. He just get up and down. Murray just sit, wouldn't he?
Just sit.
And Frank Incense.
Frank Incense. Good player, Frank Incense.
Frank and Dave Incense. Two tremendous players. Anyway, we better move on. We're talking Palace next. They're in action tonight against a coffee company. No, it's not a coffee company called Cups. Timothy Chalamet's table tennis coach, Josh Bennett, joining us for a chat as well.
Tyson Fury is threatening to knock Anthony Joshua dead spark out and has called him a classless loser. It's after AJ said boxers have a license to kill.
You hope your opponent leaves the ring safely, but if they don't, you still have to go to bed at night knowing that you've just done your job. It wasn't personal.
Well, there are serious concerns about Jake Paul's safety ahead of his fight with AJ in Miami tomorrow. Now, who's to blame for the mess at Celtic?
They've started this fire with people like the board and the lack of transfer spend and the activity, and there might be some justification on it. But people in the boardroom walking out the door because they're getting threatened. All of this is curated by other people like Rodgers that made public statements.
Well, Wilfred Nancy insists Celtic are on the right track despite losing 4 in a row. And the Ashes is still mathematically alive, but the Bazball post-mortems have started. Mark Butcher has told talkSPORT England have played dumb cricket this entire series.
At every turn, when England needed to really knuckle down in what is an incredibly tough place to win games of cricket, as most England fans will know over the last 20-odd years, that they've been found wanting.
Well, Stokes's side ended day 2 of the must-win third test on 213 for 8, trailing Australia by 158.
Hawksbee, Charlie Baker here on talkSPORT. You don't miss Alan Brazil, Ray Parlour on talkSPORT. Breakfast tomorrow morning from 6. I saw Big Alan earlier on. He's looking in fine fettle at the moment.
Good. Yeah, very well.
Dart star Nathan Aspinall, heavyweight boxer Dave Allen, and actor Jimmy Nesbitt will be among the big name guests on the show. Plus, the boys will keep you up to date on the third Ashes test, as if it's still going at that stage. Preview a massive weekend of football across the talkSPORT network and have some Christmas fun. That's talkSPORT Breakfast tomorrow morning from 6 a.m. So set your alarms. Palace are in action tonight in this extra round of Conference League games. They're on the cusp of the top 8, not needing a playoff. There's some stories around the club at the moment, of course, including the manager's future, which he said is on the back burner, and indeed the comments from him suggesting that Mark Gay will see the season out, the good pro that he is.
Oh, very good.
Let's have a chat now with a comedian, a man who runs his own fine comedy club and big Palace fan. Yeah. It is James Gill. Hi, James.
Hello, James.
Guys, lovely to see you. How are you both?
Yeah, very well. Happy Christmas to you.
Yeah, happy Christmas.
Thanks for wearing lovely festive outfits. Really cheering.
We've really pushed the boat out.
Unbelievable.
So, what have you made of this kind of... I mean, it wasn't the competition you want to be in, James, but you're doing pretty well in it, and it looks like, you say, you're going to, hopefully, with a win tonight, getting pretty close to that top 8.
Exactly that, and sometimes you've just got to crack on. To quote the song, "If there's any justice in the world," we should have been in the other competition, but instead we just got to make do what we've got.
Which song was that?
If we win tonight, we're in that.
Which song was it?
If there's by Lamar.
Oh yeah,
If there's any justice in the world.
Oh yeah, lovely.
Nice that
banger. Yeah, can we find that?
You're very welcome.
We'll play James
Thanks
out
for
with
making
that
me
if we
sing
can.
that again, Charlie.
Yeah, sure. Carry on with your
Charlie,
bit.
professional singer, could have joined in, chose not to. Remember that.
Hung him out to dry. Yeah.
Yeah, true friendship. Please come on, James. Will you join in the song? No. Big game tonight. And also, Glasner's come out and said that it'll be a completely different 11 tonight compared to the 11 that will play at Leeds. If any casual listeners won't know this, but Palace fans will back me up on this, we have got 112 fixtures across the next 5 days.
That's got a lot of game. You're playing next Tuesday, aren't you? The 23rd, v Arsenal in the Carabao.
A mate of mine who's an Arsenal fan emailed me to have a bit of a laugh about the Arsenal match. and he doesn't realise that we have 17 matches before the Arsenal match. It's not on the list of priorities right now.
But this is great for Palace, right? Because this is what you wanted. You wanted success. You won the FA Cup. You want this success. You want to be in Europe. You've got a brilliant manager. You've got a brilliant squad for now. And this is what you ask for.
This is dreamland. The FA Cup final, there's a picture there on my wall. Greatest day of my life. And my wife is in earshot. And yes, I do include our wedding day. That day, I think, honestly, genuinely, I think about that day. And I think all Palace fans do. Every single day of my life, it's a day I'm transported back to. We've never won a major trophy, and that was a magical day. Side note, the City fans, first class, honestly, phenomenal. Travelled to and from with them. I was with my kids. They were, honestly, I'll always have a soft spot for the City fans. Brilliant. Genuinely, lads, this is absolute pinch yourself stuff. We're fifth in the league. I was at the City match Sunday. Not an exaggeration. We should have won 8-3. Just one of those things. And to be in Europe, you can't believe it. Given the administrations, nearly a liquidation, all the relegations. You as a Palace fan, you cannot believe this is happening. Huge credit to the board, the guys who saved us, Parish, Brower, etc. Remarkable. And then the OG, Oliver Glasner. I cannot say enough great things about that man, because so much of it is down to this guy. This guy is a winner, something we're not always used to at Palace, and I cannot say enough great things about Glasner.
The only way it seems likely for him to stay, James, is a pretty hefty financial input, and it could be that you're probably going to lose Gay. I think you've accepted that. There could be others potentially leaving, Mateta, etc. So he's going to want good quality replacements, and he has already said he felt a little bit shortchanged by the hierarchy this season. So I know you want him to stay because he's done a fantastic job, but they're going to have to put up, aren't they, upstairs?
Well, look, I mean, of course, it goes without saying that we want him to stay. Hopefully there's a bit of investment in January. Call me the eternal optimist. I know I don't have the hairline of an optimist. I'd like to apologise. I've showered especially for this show.
Oh, that's nice.
And what's happened is, but the sheen that I've brought to the table.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. People at home, snow blindness.
Looks nice, though.
Really nice. I just wonder, and I am an optimist, if we finish top 5, it's a big if, surely that's inspiration for Glasner to stay. He's built something so special. By the way, if he does leave, absolutely no ill will. The greatest manager in the hit. I mean, it's not a hot take.
I think the problem is there's a ceiling, isn't there? There's a ceiling to what Palace can achieve, whereas what Oliver Glasner can achieve, he's really good. There's not much of a ceiling to what he can do and what he can achieve.
I would respectfully disagree. Here we are, top 5. Yeah. And any Palace fan will back me up on this. Genuinely, when we think back to some of those matches, we should be top of the league. I'm joking. That's right. That was a joke. I don't actually mean that.
We didn't know how to play it.
You never really know on this.
Do you want it? And we've got the Mars version if you want to hear a bit of it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
It's a banger, actually. Yeah. It's a banger. Oh yeah.
That is him, not James, isn't it?
Sorry,
it's a bit different. It's a bit different to how you sounded, but it's very good, James.
Oh right, you're doubling down. You're not joining in now. Give me a kick in. Right, cheers, Charlie. Thanks.
Well, that's the last booking you get at Always Be Comedy.
That's true.
Never going to get booked there.
Actually, James, got to say, if people do want to go you don't want too many people there, do you, James? It's always full at your comedy club. People can get on the newsletter and they can subscribe to what you do and your podcast you do with brilliant comedians and stuff. But you have the biggest names possible in comedy. Come down to your comedy club.
He's back in the good books, guys. He's back in the good books.
Don't want to play it anyway. It's fine.
Yeah.
may I just quickly say about Crystal Palace? There's listen. I was a sports reporter for about 10 years. I've been a football fan my whole life. This current group of players. This is quite an earnest, schmaltzy point at Christmas, but it does need making. I've never seen a group of players like it in terms of after matches, waiting until every... Mark Gay, I'm going to pick someone out. Mark Gay, I've got the little mini Gay behind me, but Mark Gay, that guy... I mean, we lost 3-0 on Sunday. I'm not sure he got into his car until every fan had that picture, that autograph, that moment. Even City fans... I mean, when do you ever see this? Even the City fans were coming over and I've been a chat with the guy. I'm such a cheeseball. I wrote into Crystal Palace Monday morning, genuinely, to write a from the heart email to say this guy Mark Gay, he's another.
Well, that's
level.
good to hear, because in the days when a lot of the boys just put their headphones on and march through, it's nice to hear that the club are doing, especially a player that is going to be leaving and may have had every right to have a bit of a gob on, and he hasn't. Because he's a great pro.
I know at a lot of clubs they'll say, right, you're on meeting the fans duty today, and you'll meet a couple of the players. But if they're all out there, why not? It's what it's for.
James, we got to go.
Brilliant, James.
Good to talk to you. Enjoy the game tonight, and we'll catch up with you soon.
If there's any justice in the world, James, to quote
we'll win
Lamar.
tonight.
Yeah,
Lamar, not Lamar.
Not Lamar.
That's a never-ending story.
That is.
Hang on, I've got Lamar on now. Yeah, I'll see you in court.
Okay, right.
Yeah, okay. Cheers, buddy. Yeah.
Cheers, thank you, James. There's James Gill, comedian, club owner. Well, not club owner. Makes him sound like something from Goodfellas.
He runs a couple of comedy nights called Always Be Comedy, and it's sort of the go-to place for your big big names in British comedy to go and try their stuff out, because the audience is so nice.
Yeah,
so don't turn up and start heckling and stuff.
No.
You do go
except when Charlie's on, obviously.
Yeah, come on, you show what you like.
Josh Bennett's going to join us in a moment. He is a professional table tennis player. And we're going to talk about the World Championship, which is taking place in England, in London, in fact. And he's also been working on the new film, Marty Supreme, a ping-pong-related film. There haven't been many. And he's been coaching Timothy Chalamet. He'll tell us more about that in a few moments' time. We're here with our good friends at Tool Station. Pick up your wet weather essentials today. Next stop, Tool Station.
BBC World Darts Championship update on talkSPORT with Village Hotels. Hit the bullseye this Christmas with a darty party at Village. Enjoy flights of festive fun with our interactive darts lanes. Available at locations across the UK.
Yes, these afternoon sessions don't always attract the biggest names, but there's someone at the Hockey at the moment who the fans are absolutely loving. Ian Danter joins us. Yeah, he's whipping up the crowd, isn't he, Sakai?
Yeah, Motomu Sakai, Paul, on debut at Alexandra Palace, has just taken the first set off the French double one Thibault Tricol, and boy, oh boy, is he working the crowd, and they are responding to him. He's joining in with the chants, he's playing to the galleries, asking for their encouragement, and they are obliging him, and he's won that first set by 3-2 in a race to 3. We've already had a 3-0 win this afternoon for Callan Ridds against the Hungarian debutant Patrick Kovac. Ryan Joyce, Owen Bates is the third match on, and then Mike De Decker against David Manure rounding off the afternoon here at Ali Pali. All live on talkSPORT 2, the app and the Darts YouTube page.
Thanks, Dance. I looked up David Manure. It's spelled Munua.
Still, it's a bit Hyacinth Bouquet, isn't it? It's a bit.
I suppose it is really, yeah.
That is,
I mean,
Richard.
I'm sure a lot of people are shouting "Grow up," not for the first time, but David Manure.
Change it, Paul. You change
David
it.
Manure.
Where's he from?
I don't know. I'm just looking him up. He doesn't seem to have much of a digital footprint.
Oh no, he's not.
Although,
Big,
he stepped in something. What happened? Oh, it's all up my boot. Let's move on. I'm really looking. It's a film that I think a lot of people have been looking forward to.
Oh, very
seeing.
much so. Yeah,
one of those ones that kind of get you out the armchair and gets you to a cinema to watch it. It's called Marty Supreme, and it's set in the world of ping pong. And I was trying to think of how many ping pong related films there have been.
Yeah,
I mean, apart from you've got Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump. That's the one.
But it's not really a movie.
No.
On those lines, is it? But Timothy Chalamet plays plays a character based on Marty Reisman, who was a ping pong player, American champion, and hustler, someone who'd go out and
would he go and play with?
Which can be a dangerous business, which I think the film covers. Josh Bennett is a professional table tennis player. He's going to be playing at the Worlds in London next year, and he also worked with Timothy Chalamet on the movie. Good afternoon, Josh.
Hello, Josh.
Afternoon, guys. How are we doing?
Yeah,
good,
thank you.
I understand you were mightily impressed with Timothy Chalamet's efforts at the ping pong table, and he's been practicing for this role for a long time, hasn't he?
Yeah, I didn't know about the previous 7 years that he'd been training. It was crazy to hear that. But yeah, as soon as I got out there, it was absolutely fantastic seeing him training, and I think I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but hopefully when everyone goes and sees the film, they'll see, just how much his hard work's paid off him.
Did you feel when you got there, like, well, what can I teach this guy?
Yeah, so I wasn't, initially I wasn't out there for that purpose. I was out there for, my own potential little role. But ended up, giving some sort of small little tips and tricks here and there and helping with practicing. But yeah, he'd obviously already gone through so many years that, there was a limited amount that was needed. So yeah, it was interesting.
So for people getting, their table tennis table out this Christmas to play the family, or the annual clear the kitchen table and put a few books up as a net competition you might have.
What's the thing people do over Christmas?
No, exactly. What happens over Christmas? What's your top tip, Josh?
Oh, top tip. Just have fun, to be honest. It's always got to be the main thing, isn't it? And
not when you're playing your brother and you play him once a year and you've got to beat him, otherwise you'll hear about it for the rest of the year. You need like a top level tip, Josh. That's what we're after. I'm not interested in fun.
Top tip. Find what your strength is. Yeah. So for me, it'd be my backhand, and then make sure that you try and get that in as much as possible.
Well, there we are. So if anybody's out there, younger brothers. Look, we're going to get their own back this year.
Yeah, find your strength.
Tom Clayton's been in touch. Our own Tom Clayton. Balls of Fury.
Oh, yes, of course.
Wasn't Christopher Walken in that?
Was he? Yeah.
I think he was.
That's a good fun one, isn't it?
Yeah, I think. I mean, we were trying to think of table tennis related films, Josh. There's not been a lot, is there, really, that I can think of?
I think the two key ones I think of are obviously Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Takes us in that. And then, Balls of Fury.
That's about
which I remember watching as a kid was fantastic.
Yeah. What was your story, Josh? When did you start playing? What's your pathway?
Yeah, I mean, I started as soon as I could pick up a bat. So it's a family-led thing. So my mum and her two brothers all played, and then I've actually got two siblings as well. So my older brother plays and younger sister. So yeah, as soon as I could pick up a bat, I basically didn't have a choice. The bat was in my hand. And then ever since then, I've been training, and practicing and playing all sorts of competitions. Fortunate enough as well to obviously play abroad in some international tournaments representing England. So yeah, it's been the opportunities that table tennis has given me. It's just been fantastic.
And we've got the Worlds in London next year.
That's it, yeah. So coming up, so it's actually been 100 years since the UK has hosted the World Championship.
Really?
So the first one was back in 1926, and that was actually the first ever World Table Tennis Championships. And then coming this April, May, we've got the World Team Table Tennis Championships back in London. So I'm going to absolutely be there. It'll be fantastic to watch, and hopefully, with the film coming out, it might get a few new people into the sport and get them along to come and have a watch the Worlds as well.
I think it will. I think you often get that. You get a trend. People have gone to see the film. They'll want to come along. Where's it taking? Where's the venue, Josh?
It's I believe, Copper Box.
Oh, okay.
OVO Arena in London, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Tickets are on sale now. I should let people know. London2026.com. Table Tennis England. You've got the click through as well. It's at OVO Arena at Wembley and the Copper Box, and you'll see the best. I mean, when you watch the best players in the world,
unbelievable, isn't it?
Josh and all these top guys, it's a good televisual sport. I think maybe people only really watch it in the Olympics, but it works on telly really well, doesn't it? And also even for me, I don't ever get to go see it live in person that often. Yeah. But going able to see that top level table tennis, because that's the difference. Obviously, I think the thing with table tennis compared to other sports is everybody, can play to some degree. Like you say, you put a table up on your kitchen table at Christmas, and everyone's, I'm giving it a good go. But then when you get that opportunity to see, the top level, the difference is just crazy. And especially at the World Table Tennis Championships, it's just going to be phenomenal. And you've got a small role in the film, you say, in Marty Supreme. What are you playing?
Yes. I've got a little character. I'm an English player. Obviously, again, can't spoil too much, but hopefully you'll see my face pop up in the movie a few times, which is pretty cool.
Do you like the old sort of 50s outfits with the wigs involved as well?
That was very strange. That took some research for me to realise that I couldn't believe that they actually played in those outfits back in the day. But it makes for quite a spectacle on the screen. So it was pretty cool.
What were the outfits? Sorry,
well, they're kind of, when you look at the footage, they're wearing these kind of great 50, big baggy trousers. They're like Louis Jordan playing table tennis. But just shirts are off, braces. It's a great look. The film looks great, and
have you seen it, Josh?
There's an Oscar buzz, isn't there, about him, Josh? Timothy.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to see it. I was lucky to go to an early screening, but I'm definitely going back again. It's one of those when you've been in a movie, and obviously this was the first time for me, I went and watched it, but I was just looking out for so many different things, and you don't actually get to sit back and, take it all in. So I'm definitely going to be going to watch it again. But it was just fantastic, awesome to see. And as you can see, the reviews so far have just been fantastic.
I think it's out it's kind of out Boxing Day, really. So I'm sure a lot of people will be taking it in. Good to talk to you, Josh. Best of luck in the world.
Josh.
Thanks very much.
Thanks, guys. Cheers for having me.
You're welcome.
Josh Bennett there, one of our top table tennis players in this country, and giving some tips and playing a little cameo role in the new Marty Supreme film, the Timothy Chalamet film.
Popped up in a lot of parks, haven't they, Paul? I don't know if the parks near you have
well, I'll tell you what, the other thing is
cement ping pong table.
Little shopping centres they've been popping up as well. It's a good.
Bring your own bat, though, because the bats are never.
No, they're never great. Anyway, go and check it out. It does look very good. Go and check out the trailer. Certainly gives you a pretty good flavour of the film. Fred McCauley joins us. Always a pleasure to talk to Ali's old mate, of course, for many years. Had their own chat show, didn't they? But Fred's great, and we'll be talking a bit of Scottish football in the World Cup next year. Steve Evans joins us. His new role at Bristol Rovers, and of course he looks very different from when we saw him 8 months ago. And we'll also be chatting in the next hour to the Darts supervan who's living in a caravan in the shadow. Or maybe he's breeding these wasps in there. Billy Newton, who's got the gig, he's living in a caravan for the whole of the Darts World Championship. That's all to come. Alex Crook will join us, our chief football correspondent, in a few moments' time. Give us a little bit more on those stories that are surfacing today about Pep Guardiola potentially leaving City at the end of the season. But first, Tom Clayton has the sports headlines.
talkSPORT Sports Update, powered by the Nissan Van Range. Commercial vehicles that go the distance for your business. Search Nissan Vans or head to your local Nissan Van Centre.
Well, thank you. Good afternoon. He's a classless loser and a useless dosser. That was Tyson Fury this morning on Anthony Joshua after AJ says he has a license to kill. He'll fight Jake Paul in Miami this weekend. Lawrence Okoli told us this could actually be a proper scrap.
I think he's got more than enough ability to stay in the ring and even be somewhat competitive. You need to remember that he's a much smaller guy, so I found it very difficult to just catch him.
Get all the build-up on the talkSPORT Boxing YouTube channel. Now, could Enzo Maresca be in line for the job at Man City? He's apparently seen as a prime candidate if Pep walks away in the summer. But he's contracted until 2030 at Chelsea, and we understand it would take a significant compensation package. Now, speaking of managers, just how long does Celtic persist with Wilfried Nancy? Simon Jordan reckons they should have stuck with Martin O'Neill for the time being, but understands why they're looking ahead.
And if you're going to keep Martin for a season, what's the point of that? Because all you're doing is arresting what people are going to be saying about you. You do need to make a decision. So I do understand why they've gone for the future, right? But you need to be clear of what that future looks like, because the future starts now, in the here and now.
And England's play at the Ashes has been plain dumb. That's the thought of former England batsman Mark Butcher.
At every turn, when England needed to really knuckle down in what is an incredibly tough place to win games of cricket, as most England fans will know over the last 20-odd years, that they've been found wanting.
Overnight, they'll restart on 213 for 8, trailing Australia by 158. Gets all the reaction to another disappointing day on the Following On podcast.
talkSPORT News.
Good news for homeowners. Interest rates have been cut to their lowest levels in 3 years, and flu cases have hit a record high for this time of year. More from the news team at past.
talkSPORT weather with QuickFit. With over 600 centres across the UK, most of which open 7 days a week, we're always there when you need us. QuickFit. Drive away happy every time.
Bright with showers in the north, widely cloudy elsewhere with rain soon arriving from the south. Prolonged heavy downpours may cause travel disruption, especially across southern England and Wales.
Good afternoon, Paul Hawksbee, Charlie Baker here on talkSPORT. Steve Evans, new Bristol Rovers manager, joins us for a chat later on. If you've seen pictures of Steve, he's half the man he used to be, but in a good way. He spent his time out of football, post-Rotherham, losing a considerable 8 stone.
Yeah. Swimming and weights and walking. He's done all that.
I know a lot of you said, he's been on the jabs. He's not. He'll tell us how he did it. A blueprint maybe for those looking to shift a bit of timber after Christmas. Billy Newton, darts superfan, living in a caravan during the World Championship at Ali Pali, will be joining us. And Fred McCauley, St Johnstone fan, comedian, presenter, to talk a bit of Scotland World Cup and what's going on at Celtic, or indeed for the old firm this season. It's a bit crazy. If you're not I saw Ray Bradshaw, our friend Ray Bradshaw, is a Partick fan, tweeting yesterday. You know, when it's not going well, you're not an Old Firm fan, and there's this sort of psycho drama to an extent for both clubs this season. It's been pretty nuts, isn't it? And you can it's like the old Michael Jackson popcorn meme, isn't it? If you don't support either of Celtic or Rangers. Anyway, we're going to keep an eye on what's happening with Wilfried Nancy this afternoon, because there's a few stories coming out of Glasgow that his race could be run after 2 weeks.
Well, wouldn't be surprised.
The other story today involves Pep Guardiola. A couple of stories suggesting that this could be his last season. You wonder if, someone has picked up on some conversations that have been had in Spain or here. Let's find out. Alex Crook, our chief football correspondent, joins us. Hi, Alex.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, this is quite a story, isn't it? I mean, Andy's been telling me he feels this is Maresca's last season at Chelsea, but maybe that's because he's going to City.
Well, it has been puzzling people in the hierarchy at Chelsea. These comments that Enzo Maresca made heading into or after the Everton game and then heading into Cardiff, when he said before that Everton game it had been the worst 48 hours of his management career. He didn't feel supported. And from what I'm told, it was pretty much business as usual in those 2 days prior to the Everton game. Yes, they lost away from home in the Champions League against Atalanta, but I don't think that put any particular extra scrutiny on Maresca from the board. I think definitely it was a thinly veiled jab at the board and maybe the way the club is run in terms of recruiting young players and maybe insisting on a bit too much rotation that potentially makes it difficult in Maresca's eyes for Chelsea to challenge for major honours. And maybe now this does shed a bit of light into why he decided to speak out, because obviously Manchester City is a huge club, a club in recent years that have been used to winning silverware. So was it Maresca getting his excuses in for the fact that Chelsea probably won't win a trophy this season, so that it doesn't get him off on the wrong foot with the Manchester City fans? Now, there's a bit of a conspiracy theory nature to that, but it may well be the case. As you've mentioned there, there's a feeling, I think, at City that potentially this could be Guardiola's last season. I would say if they win the league, which obviously they failed to achieve last year, then he will have a big decision to make. Not many managers get the opportunity to go out on a high, do they? Sir Alex Ferguson did it after winning his final title at Manchester United. Then you go back to Arsene Wenger, who probably hung around at Arsenal for at least 3 years too long. And even the great Brian Clough went and left Nottingham Forest on the back of a relegation. So it's not often that a manager gets to go out on their own terms. So I think if City do win something of significance this year, and that would be the Premier League or the Champions League, then probably Pep would have a decision to make. There is a connection there with Maresca. He was Pep's assistant when City won their treble, obviously worked in the City Youth Academy as well. And interestingly, he changed agents fairly recently to the super agent George Mendes, who we know has a very cosy relationship with Hugo Viana, who is now the Manchester City sporting director. So there are a lot of dots here that are beginning to join up.
Interesting. We'll keep an eye on that. Thank you, Alex. Thanks very much.
Cheers, guys.
Alex Crook, our chief football correspondent, getting us up to speed. You always felt when Pep did go, it would slightly blindside you a bit because he just knows. You kind of maybe just runs out of energy. He wants a different challenge. I don't know.
You want to be the next cab off the rank, Paul, after Pep Guardiola at Man City.
Not an easy gig.
A tough one,
but I mean,
he's
built a really good squad. I mean, he's got a contract beyond the end of this season. It's nothing to do with that. I'm sure he can stay as long as he likes, but
safe pair of hands. I mean, the way he plays isn't very exciting, but he wins big games.
Yeah.
They win.
They won't be short of candidates. But anyway, at the moment it is just speculation, as Alex said. But there are a few things suggesting there could be something in it. We'll keep an eye on that for you, of course. But now it's time for the final time this year: HMB versus Chat GPT.
HMB versus Chat GPT.
Yes, it's HMB versus Chat GPT.
Yeah.
And it's a simple competition, really. It's a predictions game where myself and Charlie take on Chat GPT to try and predict the scores of 3 big games coming up with the next couple of days.
It's you and I versus AI.
That's it. Us versus AI, the knower of all things that really should win. Quite comfortably.
Has only won once this year so far, Paul.
Yeah, that's
You've won twice. I've won one. A Chat GPT in the mud.
That's it. That's it. At the moment, at the top of the tree, I should tell you, having got 8 points last week, is me. I'm out chatting Chat GPT currently.
Very well, Paul. Very good at this.
You got 6. Chat got 6 points. Right. You only got 3 points,
That's
Charlie.
Not very good, is it?
And so you find yourself bottom of this little mini league.
Yeah, at the moment, yeah.
But I've been told that Chat. Oh yes, by the way, your version of Chat GPT is probably quite sophisticated. This one isn't. We didn't have the budget, the sort of budget you normally get with Chat GPT. It's a touch shonkier, but they have their own charm. I like to think.
We love Chat.
Hello, Chat. How are you? Chat. How are you feeling, Chat? Very Christmassy.
Yes, very Christmassy, lads.
Oh, fantastic. Well, what have you been up to get you in the Christmas mood?
I have already been to the Darts, lads.
Oh.
Brock went as Fred Flintstone. Gemini went as Super Mario, and I was a wasp.
He's very on trend being a wasp, yeah. So
Brock went as Fred Flintstone.
That's right. We have to repeat it like a.
Gemini went as Super Mario, and you were a wasp. That's nice.
So what was you getting up to at the darts? You got into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he hasn't quite got the hang of the tune.
Not quite got the rhythm.
Not quite got the tune or the
tune,
rhythm.
I'd suggest.
Yeah. Now, you're feeling very Christmassy, and one or two of the listeners have been in touch because they like it when you sing a bit of a Christmas song with Charlie, and I think you've done
last year. We did Fairy Tale of New York,
and then
we did Little Drummer Boy.
I think
Bing Crosby version,
and it really gets everybody in the mood for Christmas. You really bring it to life, you and Charlie. Chat.
Yeah,
So,
do you fancy doing another? one,
would you do another one? Yeah.
Yeah, that would be great.
Oh, that's
would be great. Okay, well then take it away, Charlie Baker and Chat GPT.
I really can't stay.
Maybe it's cold outside.
I gotta go away.
Maybe it's cold outside.
This evening has been
hoping you'd drop
so very nice.
I'll hold your hand, stay just like ice.
My mother will start to worry.
Beautiful words you humming.
My father will be pacing the floor.
Listen to the fireplace roar.
Really, I'd better scurry.
Beautiful, please don't hurry.
Maybe just a half a drink more.
Put some records on while I pour.
Neighbors might think,
but maybe it's bad out there.
Say, what's in this drink?
No cabs to put out there.
I wish I knew how.
Your eyes are like starlight
to
now.
break this spell.
I'll take your hat, your hair looks swell.
I ought to say no, sir.
Mind if I move in closer?
At least I'm gonna say that I tried.
What's the sense of hurting my pride?
I really can't stay.
Oh, baby, don't hold out.
Baby, it's cold outside.
Baby, it's cold outside.
Lovely, that. Fantastic.
Long, wasn't it?
That doesn't say Christmas. It was quite long. Was quite longer than I thought.
Longer than I remember.
But I thought it's lovely, wasn't it? I
could very good.
Could feel the connection between the two of you, really. Yeah, bit of a creepy song. Actually,
slightly creepy song.
Slightly creepy
but,
song.
Be careful.
But he made it
Christmas.
creepier, didn't he? Anyway, there we are.
With the robot.
I hope that's got you feeling very Christmassy.
Anything else to add?
The phones have gone mad. I take it as with complaints. Why aren't you talking about Celtic? Well, we'll come on to that later. Let's move on then to the prediction section of this show.
Okay.
It is Crystal Palace versus Cups.
Oh, lovely, yeah.
In the Conference League tonight, we spoke to James Gill about this game earlier on. As I'm top, I'll kick us off. There'll be changes for Palace, as we've been told, but I think they'll have enough. I'm going to go 2-0 Palace tonight, hopefully getting them in the top 8, no need for a playoff.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, and Chat,
how do you see it, Chat?
The Eagles are coming off a disappointing 3-0 loss to Manchester City, but their European form has been steady. I predict 2-0 win for Palace.
Oh, same as
He's
you,
gone with me, 2-0.
He's learning from you, Paul. I've told you.
Well, that's what he does. He constantly learning.
I'm saying 3-1 to Palace in the Cups.
You're going 3-1 Palace.
Yeah,
okay.
I think.
Fantastic. TalkSPORT listeners home in the car, the tractor. Next up, it is Swansea City versus Wrexham.
Lovely.
A fantastic ding-dong-do Welsh derby in the Championship on TalkSPORT 2 exclusively tomorrow evening. I think it's going to be fiercely contested, this one. I'm going to go for a solid 1 each on the night, Charlie. I don't know how Chat is seeing it. Chat.
The first league meeting between Swansea City and Wrexham in 22 years takes place tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah.
Swansea are slight favourites, but I predict 1-1 draw.
Just copying me, learning from me.
Unbelievable, Paul. I think Wrexham will win this. They've had a really good season. I know they are not quite up there at the top, but they don't lose a lot. I'm going to say 2-1 Wrexham.
They've had a lot of away draws,
Yeah.
Wrexham. You're going to go 2-1 Wrexham. They're going to get over the line, all right. Okay, we've got Northampton Town now versus AFC Wimbledon. What about this one? Johnny Jackson, friend of the show. I'm going to go for him to nick it, stick my neck out. I'm going to go 2-1 to the Dons. What say you, Chat GPT?
While Wimbledon currently sits higher in the table, Northampton's historical dominance in this matchup make them slight favourites. Northampton will win by 2-1.
The opposite.
2-1.
And I think it'll be 2-2.
2-2. There we
I
are.
think.
Talks for listeners home in the car. Well, thank you, chat. Have a fantastic Christmas.
Have a Christmas, chat.
Have a good one. Just remind us who you love.
Maybe it's beavers outside.
Oh, it's beavers outside.
That's
Brought
nice.
it back. Fantastic.
Where they were.
There we are. That was HMB versus Chat GPT. Still to come this afternoon, Steve Evans will be joining us. And we'll be chatting about his new role at Bristol Rovers and more. But Fred McCauley is up next, comedian, St Johnstone fan. Well, it's all happening up in Scotland with the goings-on at Celtic. We're keeping a close eye on that for you. We could get the white smoke from Celtic Park at any point, really, with Wilfred Nancy in charge. A heady 2 weeks.
Club for the white smoke.
I did send a message to Charlie saying I'm going to stick my neck out here and say he won't be there as long as Jock Steen.
You did.
Let's get the thoughts now. Maybe Fred Macaulay, comedian and St Johnstone fan, feels differently. Hiya, Fred.
Hey, Fred.
I'm very well, boys. How are you?
Yeah, very well.
I don't think. I mean, who knows? There could be a little turning point, a Fergie-like moment where we look back on the Wilfred Nancy years at Celtic, but it seems unlikely at the moment.
I would say so. They've got Aberdeen this week, and I would think the spirit of Fergie will be strong in all the Aberdeen players. They'll be coming to Celtic and hoping that they get away with 3 points. And it'll be, I would think, a fairly major surprise if they don't. I mean, it's talk about piling pressure on top of pressure, but what a start Wilfred has had. Yeah. Scottish fans are not particularly renowned for their granting longevity to managers, as Russell Martin will testify.
But 2 weeks. I mean,
2 weeks feels...
Solomon Grundy's the only bloke you could bring in, really.
Do you think they gave him the option? You can start after Christmas, or because it's cup final and
the point has been Martin O'Neill was on with Jim and Simon, and he said we had a quick 10-minute chat as I was leaving, and you'd think if you've got a brain like Martin's who's done such a good job, you'd want to you'd want a proper hand over it. It does seem a bit odd, doesn't it?
Very odd indeed, yeah. And I thought Martin was very discreet about it all, He said had he been asked, he might have stayed on, but I guess he just wasn't given the option. And that's maybe just because there's a lot of turmoil, not just in the dressing room and on the pitch, but as you know, there's a lot of turmoil in the boardroom as well.
Yeah. Now, you're on tour, aren't you, Fred? You're going back on tour.
Back on the road, Fred, which is good news for everyone.
Thanks very much, Charlie. I was meant to be on tour September, October this year, but I had a couple of health issues this year, and not least of which was a prostate cancer diagnosis. But I'm here to tell you, boys, that because of my family history of the disease, I'd been getting MRI scans and consequently was caught early. So I am on active surveillance. There's no need for any treatment or operation as yet. It's a low-grade tumour, and as I get into older years, there's every chance that I could get 3 to 5 years before I need to do anything about it. And then there's certain side effects that we pretty much know all about. I see you've got a flyer up there from my tour from about 2022.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
If people want to look up that tour, I'm sure that's on.
This tour is called Good Evening. It's the 2026 tour.
That's right. Last year's tour was going to be called Fred Macaulay No Podcast Live.
That's nice, but what's happened now? You've got a podcast.
Well, I don't have a podcast. I'm a fairly regular guest on podcasts, but I've never had one under my own name. But can I ask you something about,
of course,
has the draw for the World Cup finished yet?
I think, what do you think?
Do we know who we're playing?
Well, I watched a clip of you earlier on The Chase with Bradley Walsh, and you were talking about you and Ali McCoist going to watch, as you called it, Scotland 1, Brazil 2.
Yeah,
when you beat them 1-2. And what do you remember of that trip with Ali?
It was outstanding from start to finish. I'd been over in Paris for a week doing radio for Radio Scotland. Then Coisty and I got together and we had the most amazing time. Recorded for broadcast the night before the Scotland-Brazil game. Our guests, Ulrika Johnson, Ewan McGregor, Jimmy Hill, the late Jimmy Hill, and Richard Wilson. I don't believe it. He was there as well. And it turned into a rather unfortunate night because Ulrika had brought her then boyfriend. I didn't hear or see anything. I was too busy standing on a bar wearing a kilt, downing pints in Oneers.
There's Steve Clarke, for the Scotland manager to turn round and say, don't bankrupt yourself, guys. Please don't put yourself in hock to come to this World Cup. It tells you just how expensive it is. And we hear today, Fred, that they want to charge people, they're going to sell tickets for the fan zones. Martin Ziegler in the Times.
Yeah.
The great thing about the fan zones at the World Cups, and you've been to them, is everybody can just sort of wander in, have a bit of a party. They make their money on their sort of FIFA merchandise and their and all the beers and sponsors, drinks and food. So why are they charging to get in the fan zones? They seem really up for monetising this World Cup more than ever before, don't they?
I think that there are opportunities for fan zones back home here, to be perfectly honest. Save the trouble of going out there. Personally, for me, do I really want to go through my last 5 years of social media, getting rid of any Trump mentions? Not really. What I can say, I don't know if you know this, boys, but Donald Trump's grandmother was a Macaulay from the same village as my great-grandfather.
Wow,
so
really?
I could always rely on Cousin Donald to get me through customs.
Get you a couple of tickets for the games. That would be... My cousin Fred, my beautiful cat. It'd be great. You could just hear him having you in the Oval Office. That would be sensational.
A great fan. He really is a great fan.
He's a great...
but Fred, no Scotland, no party. You got to get the fans over there.
Yeah, you do. I mean, I'm sure a lot will travel. Definitely,
they will.
Yeah,
and there will. I suspect that there will be an eve of the first game party, as there was in Paris in '98, and as there was in Munich last year before Scotland got absolutely pounded by Germany. Yeah. But Boston's one thing, boys. But can you imagine? Can you imagine wearing a kilt in Miami in the middle of summer? Don't talk to me about the Miami Heat. They'll know all about it.
Miami Vice.
You'll be able to find, you won't be able to find any Factor 50 in the whole of Miami.
Wow,
I'm going to say a word that's going to ruin all the listeners, the male Scottish listeners north of the border. Chafing.
Oh yes! Oh yeah, that is very true.
But I personally had hoped that we were going to get drawn and that we'd be playing in Mexico City. Could you imagine the leader of the Tartan Army with a cartel chief in a headlock saying, "Calm down, Chapel."
Yes, buy shares in Sudocreme before the World Cup.
You are a St Johnstone fan, am I right? In that, and they're top of the championship at the moment, doing really well.
That's right, Charlie. We came down after a couple of sticky years. It seemed kind of inevitable, and we came down with Ross County, and there's two very different tales. Ross County looked like they're heading down another division, and St Johnstone got off to a cracking start, starting to win and win strongly. I heard you mentioning Ray Bradshaw. My pal, young Ray, is a Jags fan. And he asked, I did a wee bit of stand-up. He does a benefit every year for Jags for Good, which isn't an inoculation thing. But he had me along, and it was the Sunday. It's the Sunday, the day after Partick Thistle had beaten St Johnstone. So that was a lot of comedy through gritted teeth that day. But we are just keeping our noses in front of them. But I think it does look like a two-horse race, and St Johnstone and Partick Thistle are two good teams in Scotland.
Well, it's good to hear you're on the mend and finally ready to get on the road.
Thanks, boys.
Cheers, Fred.
Have a great Christmas.
You too, and I really appreciate you having me on. I'll maybe give you a shout sometime as we get closer to the World Cup, if you'll have me.
Yeah, that would be lovely, Fred.
We'd absolutely love to have you on. Fred Macaulay, good evening is the tour, 2026, kicking off at Perth.
Don't go and see his 2022 tour.
No. It's just, got a lot of old jokes. Anyway, this 2026 tour, it's kicking off at Perth, going all around Scotland and beyond. So go and check it out. Our thanks to Fred Macaulay. It's Paul Hawksbee and Charlie Baker here on talkSPORT. Steve Evans has taken over at Bristol Rovers. We'll be chatting to him next.
Tyson Fury is threatening to knock Anthony Joshua dead spark out and has called him a classless loser. It's after AJ said boxers have a licence to kill.
You hope your opponent leaves the ring safely, but if they don't, you know, you still have to go to bed at night knowing that you've just done your job. It wasn't personal.
Well, there are serious concerns about Jake Paul's safety ahead of his fight with AJ in Miami tomorrow. Now, who's to blame for the mess at Celtic?
They've started this fire with people like the board and the lack of transfer spend and the activity, and there might be some justification on it. But people in the boardroom walking out the door because they're getting threatened. All of this is curated by other people like Rodgers that made public statements.
Well, Wilfred Nancy insists Celtic are on the right track despite losing 4 in a row. And the Ashes is still mathematically alive, but the Bazball post-mortems have started. Mark Butcher has told talkSPORT England have played dumb cricket this entire series.
At every turn, when England needed to really knuckle down in what is an incredibly tough place to win games of cricket, as most England fans will know over the last 20-odd years, that they've been found wanting.
Well, Stokes's side ended day 2 of the must-win third test on 213 for 8, trailing Australia by 158.
Power on talkSPORT. Check out Paddy's latest offers on the Paddy Power app or at paddypower.com. 18 plus. BeGambleAware.org.
Yes, now news of a special bet builder offer on this weekend's AJ Jake Paul fight with our official H&J betting partner, Paddy Power. Paddy Power have an online exclusive offer for money back as a free bet on losing bet builders if Joshua doesn't win by a knockout. Place a £5 to £25 bet builder on Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul and get it back as a free bet if Joshua doesn't knock Paul out. So even if you back Jake Paul and he manages to win, you're not losing out. This offer applies to your first pre-fight bet builder placed after 1 p.m. from this Thursday, the 18th of December 2025. Terms and conditions apply. You can go to paddypower.com for details. 18 plus. BeGambleAware.org.
Paddy Power on talkSPORT. Check out Paddy's latest offers on the Paddy Power app or at paddypower.com. 18 plus. BeGambleAware.org.
He is 12 to 1 on Anthony.
Is he?
And I think that's a bit skinny. Really.
Well, no one knows what's going to happen
Yeah.
because you don't know how much is sort of talked about beforehand. You know.
Well, remember
WWE's going to be involved.
No, that's very true. Now, in the world of darts, we've had scenes a little bit earlier on this afternoon.
Yeah, he was great.
A man really working
Proper
the crowd.
showbiz, boy.
Chris Murphy joins us. Tell us more about Sakai. We love Sakai. I think he's a star of the future, certainly for Ali Pali anyway.
Yeah, it seems we've got a new cult hero at the World Darts Championship in the Japanese debutant Matsumu Sakai. What a character. He danced his way onto the stage and then danced past France's Thibaut Treacle after winning the support of the Ali Pali crowd in, about 3 seconds flat. Treacle had never lost a first-round match here before, but was beaten 3-0 by Sakai, who produced some big shots at crucial moments as well. But just all the way through the match, he was having fun, there for a good time, and he's here for a longer time as well. A 3-0 win. He goes through to take on Andreas Harris in the next round. Now watch out for that one, because Harrison could not be more different. He is completely serene, unassuming, the bearded Swede. They're going to have a real contrast in personalities. And make sure you subscribe as well to the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel, because I've just interviewed Motomo Sakai, and he was as animated, sat down for a nice chat with me as he was on the stage at Ali Pali.
Excellent, thank you, Chris. Yeah, he's like a kid on the sunny D, wasn't he? He was like bouncing off the walls. He's very excited to be there.
He was great
and played very well. I thought he used all the energy for his walk-on. I thought he's never going to be able to keep going, but he played really well. Didn't he?
I hope Wilfred Nancy's not sat down this afternoon. Just I'll take my mind off it. I'll watch the darts. That's first player up, Sakai.
Yeah, it's not a good idea, is it? Really,
that's not happened.
Now, news of a new podcast for you: How to Win the World Cup. You can join comedian Matt Ford and World Cup winner Manu Petit as they reveal all the secrets of going all the way in the biggest tournament of them all. This week, the Frenchman told us about the small issue of not saving the World Cup kit for his mum. So do check that out. So don't disappoint your mum. Have a listen to How to Win the World Cup podcast now. It's available on the talkSPORT app or your favourite podcast provider. Now, as we're chatting about the darts, our next guest has got the dream job. He's living in a caravan. That doesn't necessarily...
Is that the dream job, Paul?
That doesn't necessarily suggest a dream.
On the walls, is he?
Yeah. But he's caravan on the site Ali Pali, where you don't get lots and lots of drunk people wandering past, shaking your caravan, I'm sure. I'm sure there's an element of protection there. He's there for the whole tournament. He's going to tell us a bit more about it. It's Billy Newton. Hello, Billy.
Hello, Billy.
Hello, how are we doing, chaps?
Yeah, very good, thank you.
How did you get this fantastic opportunity? How did it work?
So I actually saw an advert on Instagram, I think, a couple of weeks ago, and he was asking people to send sort of 60-second clips in, just saying why you love darts, why you deserve the prize. So I work remotely, so I got up and I thought, do I just do a little video before work? And I did. And then a week or so later, I heard back and he was like, get everything booked. You're going down to Ali Pali.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I've got a little picture of you there. I mean, it's an old school. I was thinking, is it like a Hollywood trailer?
Oh, yeah.
But I'm looking, it's a proper old... I remember this takes me back to holidays in Clacton as a kid. It's got that... The sofa bed that you're on has got that real caravan. You only find that upholstery in a caravan, don't you?
Yeah, it's not too glamorous whatsoever. The outside looks pretty nice, but the inside, not as glamorous, but it's right outside of Ali Pali, so you can't complain.
And you got tickets for every session, is that right?
I'm going to one session every single day.
Oh, okay.
Right. And are you picking and choosing? You're doing some evenings, some afternoons?
Yeah, I've done a mix-up so far. I'm going to the night session tonight. I've not had the chance to see Van Gogh before. Been sort of up and down the country, but never seen Van Gogh, so I had to make sure I was doing the night session tonight.
Good stuff. Can you throw a dart in the caravan? Is it long enough? Have you got room for an hockey?
Do you know, there's actually, funny you should say it, a little magnetic dartboard up in there, but they don't stick too well, so I've been staying away from that.
Yeah, what a fantastic... Have you got to meet any of the stars along the way?
There's been a couple of people knocking about. I've not met any actual darters yet, but Barry Hearn was there last night. So I'm expecting to see a few more. The lads said that Kyle Walker, the footballer, was there last year as well. So I'm just biding my time, and hopefully that, along with the 9 darter, comes before it's all over.
The closer you get to the closing stages, the VIPs turn out in numbers. You might even see Prince William. He's turned out before, hasn't he?
Yeah,
or is it Harry's turned out, hasn't he? I think in the past. You may catch
the traffic cone, wouldn't
you? May catch some royalty. You never know. Are you going in fancy dress, Billy, or not?
Do you know, I regret sort of not doing it before Christmas, but now I've been to Ali Pali and sort of seeing the fancy dress that people have had on.
Yeah.
When I come back after Christmas, I'm thinking I might give it a go, you know.
Yeah. I mean, the level of commitment. I when I'm pulling into the station, with that most of the fans are getting on to go out to Ali Pali.
Yeah.
I mean, you do see. I was saying to Andy the other day, the look on people's faces who don't know the darts are on. And I saw 11 blokes dressed as nuns the other day, and and they're thinking, it's some fever dream.
Sound of Music or something on somewhere.
Yeah, you have to commit, Billy. I think you're going to have to make sure you get yourself
a stall. It's just someone set up a little fancy dress stall outside the train station. You know,
that's not a bad idea.
There, a few quid.
Is your caravan safely out the way, as we said? Because people come out of that venue well oiled. You don't want them. I mean, you don't want them
rolling it down the hill.
You don't want them rocking the... Yeah, that's a big hill as well. You don't want to be rolling down that hill. That's true.
No, yeah, it's pretty good to be fair. It is literally just off site. You can sort of see it out of one of the caravan windows. But yeah, no trouble so far. As long as I lock it at night, you're okay.
Yeah, that's good.
And who's your favourite player? Who are you hoping to see?
Well, Gerwin Price, and I got to see him last night.
He played well, didn't he?
Before, yeah, but he was very impressive. But a couple of people have surprised me, with the atmosphere and things. You go in and the walk-ons, you're sort of expecting the crowd to go mad for some players. I thought Whitlock's walk-on was going to be buzzing, but it was a little bit quiet. I'd say Joe Cullen's walk-on, Oasis, Don't Look Back in Anger's been the best so far.
Fantastic. And you've got Fallon Sherrick's playing tonight.
Oh, right.
You've got there's some interesting games coming up. So, you've got plenty of great darts. So you'll go home for Christmas, much like the darts players.
Yeah.
Yeah, and back in January. Is that the plan?
Well, back on either Boxing Day or
Boxing
the
Day,
27th, and then go to the 27th at night, and then stay through right until the 3rd or 4th, I think it is. I'm losing track of time.
That's true. A bit pointless coming back in January because it's nearly over by then. I'm forgetting the.
You might have had enough of darts by the end of it. Yeah, keep your darts.
I can't see it.
So.
Well, cheers, Billy. Enjoy that.
Thank you, Billy.
Thanks very much.
Cheers, thanks a lot. Thanks for having me on, guys.
You're welcome.
There he is. My Charlie the cabbie said he's going as a parrot.
Oh, that's nice.
I don't know where you find the costume.
Troy Parrott.
And not that's nice. That would work, wouldn't it? All your mates dressed as parrots, and you're just
Troy Parrott.
Yeah, an Alkmaar shirt on. That would work.
Yeah, great.
There we are. That's Billy, who's spending the whole of the World Darts Championship in a caravan at Ali Pali. Good luck.
The dream.
Yeah, that's it. Living the dream.
It really is.
Steve Evans, I think, is training or chatting to his players and sorting out a survival bid. So we will try and catch up with him a little bit later on.
Why not?
Johnny Fisher's going to join us for a chat. Heavyweight box, had a win in Monaco a couple of weeks back. Jake Paul, we'll get his take on that. And he's a massive cricket fan, so we'll get his take on the Ashes as well. Tim Vickery joins us with the latest from South America, and we'll have a birthday spread, final one of 2025. That's all to come. We're here with Tool Station. Stay one step ahead, whatever the job. Next stop, Tool Station.
PDC World Darts Championship update on talkSPORT with Village Hotels. Hit the bullseye this Christmas with a darty party at Village. Enjoy flights of festive fun with our interactive darts lanes. Available at locations across the UK.
Now, the PDC World Darts Championship is very much underway, and thanks to Pitch Experiences, we could be sending you to Ali Pali on the 23rd of December. You and 3 mates could be living it up with platinum seats. What's the way you're laughing at?
Nothing. I like the way you say living it up, Paul.
Okay, what do you think?
Sounded
like
you were
Mark King.
Sounded like you were living it up.
Okay. Got a bit level 42. Could be living it up with platinum seats, fine dining, an open bar, and VIP access to the 501 Lounge with Russ the Voice Bray. Myself and our old producer, John Callaghan, your partner on the National Obsession podcast. Yes. You couldn't make it. We went to Russ's Lounge.
How was it?
John McDonald's normally there as well, one of your MCs in the darts. It's fantastic. It's a really good experience backstage. And you get a chance to have a little game. One of the pros comes out and often has a game with the punters. So you'll have a brilliant time. Then it's straight to your table for the best view in the house for the darts proper. Entries close at 4 p.m. today, and that's when we'll be calling the lucky winner. So do listen up. Here's how to enter, Charlie.
For your chance to win, text DARTS, D-A-R-T-S, to 83338. Text costs £2 plus your standard network rate, or call 0343 421 7508. Lines close at 4 p.m. today. That's when you'll need to answer your phone if it rings. 18 plus, UK residents only. So for your chance to win, text DARTS to 83338 now. This is a network promotion. Full T's and C's at talksport.com. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. A nice prize that will be.
I've just found it, Paul.
Yeah?
Just found it.
Just found what?
The worst Christmas film.
Okay.
Just found it. Just discovered it. I just saw it online and I just discovered it.
Just found the worst Christmas film.
A Pickleball Christmas, it's called.
Is it one of the sort of Hallmark?
It's like a Hallmark film.
Yeah.
Tennis star Luke Hollis heads home for Christmas and discovers his family's racket club is about to be sold. We've all been there.
Yeah.
We've all been there, Paul.
I mean, as tragedies go around Christmas.
Pulling in every man.
Yeah.
Along with Caroline, the club's pickleball coach,
right?
Luke agrees to. That's all I've got. No, Luke agrees to compete in a holiday tournament that could save the club. I wonder what happens.
Yeah. Well, I hope it's. I mean, imagine they tested it with a really sad ending where the club gets sold, or this. He probably torches the place.
Maybe that's what happens in the end. Yeah. Keep your pickleball. Sets them all on fire. Starts chucking them at people.
Yeah.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Well, that would make for a good.
They've
film.
banned pickleball and paddle in Bath city centre because of the noise.
Okay.
Because of the noise, they banned it, Paul.
Well, you said we're not outside Starbucks. Where do you mean city centre?
Bath city centre.
Right. Okay.
So everyone complains about it. So
okay.
Banned it. There we are. But a Pickleball Christmas is available to watch this Christmas for you.
Do you like the Hallmark films? Do you ever catch
don't
them
mind
on
it.
Channel 5 on a Saturday afternoon?
Don't mind it. I like it when a sort of young woman opens a bakery despite her she's left her big city career, Paul. She's opened a bakery. The handsome builder comes in. His business is going down the path.
Is this a pitch? I've got no sway at Hallmark.
This is basically what happens in every single one.
Yeah.
His big city, his building company is going down the drain.
Right, okay.
If she sells enough cakes, maybe
she can save his business.
Maybe she can save his business.
That's a lot of cakes, isn't it? I would imagine in quite a small US
Seems to
town.
happen.
Yeah.
Seems to happen, Paul.
Okay, well, if you've not seen one, go and check. That's a touch formulaic, I think is fair to say. But what have the TalkSport listeners, what have they been saying today, Charles?
Oh, they've been all saying all sorts of stuff today, Paul. Yes.
What did we ask them? We asked them whether they've ever been miscast, didn't we?
Yeah, okay, we miscast. We had that someone as the rainbow, weren't they?
Yeah. We asked what else? We asked the mundane things you turn into sport because in Las Vegas they have the housekeeping Olympics, bed making, mopping relay.
Yeah, Austin's been in touch about that. Mopping the floor is curling. That's what he.
I suppose it is effectively. That is true.
2 cumbersome people having a cuddle. He said is sumo wrestling. A bit more to it than that.
Cumbersome.
He's got 7.
Beautiful.
He's got 7 of these, and I've not read them through, Paul. So let's see what happens here.
Okay.
Kicking over a child's sandcastle.
Yeah.
Is triple jump. Quite nice, isn't it?
Yeah. That's also a bit cruel, isn't it?
Returning the neighbour's ball over a fence.
Yeah.
It's volleyball.
I suppose it is, yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Swatting a fly. Badminton.
Yeah.
Egg and spoon race relay, 4x100 relay.
Nice.
And neighbour's husband arrives home whilst caught in action, 100 metres. There we are.
There we are.
Little glimpse
Same for the dads there.
The
1970s dads.
He is from Norfolk, Paul. So there we are. Narrows it down.
There we are. Anything else you want to discuss today, Charlie?
I'd say the difference between having a son and having a daughter, shall I, Paul? Shall I tell you that?
Yes.
I've got a son and a daughter.
Uh-huh.
I recently sold something on eBay, my rolling road for my bike, right?
Yes.
Rolling road. I sold it on eBay. Boxed it up, sold it, boxed it up, sent it off with the courier. No problem at all. The courier lost it. Lost it. And eBay said, "Oh, we've lost it. You used our courier. It's our fault." I came back. So I got the money, and the person who bought it got their money back. No, the item was lost. Right?
Sure.
Told this to my kids. Oh, I sold it, and I got it. And my son said, "Oh, well," when I said I got the money, he went, "All right, good. Can I borrow 20 quid?" So what my son said.
Yeah.
My daughter, a couple of tears, Paul.
Oh yeah.
Because she felt sad for the lonely rolling road that was sitting on its own somewhere at Christmas.
Oh, that's lovely.
Just sitting quietly on its own, just a very lonely at Christmas. This rolling road that just been sent off to a new home and never arrived. That'd be a good Hallmark film.
It would be,
wouldn't it, Paul?
Yeah.
Not just for Christmas.
More chance of the Baker builder scenario
Exactly.
that you were putting together.
Exactly. David manure is most effective in a stable environment.
There we are.
Justin Thistlethwaite.
He'll be out soon, David Manure, at Ali Pally. We're keeping an eye on events at Ali Pally. That's all to come. Also, we're going to be joined by Johnny Fisher, boxer ahead of AJ versus Jake Paul tomorrow night. Tim Vickery brings us the latest from South America. And, of course, we'll also have another birthday spread. That's all to come in the final hour today.
talkSPORT Sports Update, powered by the Nissan Van range, helping business owners to work better and live better. Search Nissan Vans or head to your local Nissan Van Centre.
With the headlines at 3 o'clock, I'm Tom Clayton. Good afternoon. Are we all discounting Jake Paul before a glove has been thrown this weekend? Heavyweight Lawrence Okolie says he sparred with him and was impressed.
The sparring was surprisingly good, I'll be honest with you. You know, I went in there expecting to go, 20, 30, 40, 50%, but I was told to go all out, and he was able to stay in there.
Many are still throwing their weight behind AJ, but he's been criticised by Tyson Fury for saying he has a licence to kill. Get all the build-up on the talkSPORT Boxing YouTube channel. Now, reports suggest Enzo Maresca could be favourite to succeed Pep Guardiola if he steps away from Man City next summer. But Maresca is contracted at Chelsea until 2030, and it's our understanding it would take a significant amount of compensation to prize him away. talkSPORT's Alex Crook wonders if this adds context to his 48 hours comments last week.
Was it Maresca getting his excuses in for the fact that Chelsea probably won't win a trophy this season, so that it doesn't get him off on the wrong foot with the Manchester City fans? Now, there's a bit of a conspiracy theory nature to that, but it may well be the case.
And a former England cricketer says it's been men against boys in this Ashes series.
I have some sympathy with one or two of the players who have not experienced either Ashes cricket, home or away, but particularly Ashes cricket down under. You know, that lack of experience and that the way that the sort of the intensity of the whole thing ramps up to a level that you've never seen before can be unbelievably tough.
That's Mark Budger, who says some key players just haven't turned up. They'll restart on 213 for 8 overnight, trailing Australia by 158. Gets all the reaction to another disappointing day on the following on podcast.
talkSPORT News.
The Chancellor has welcomed the Bank of England's decision to cut the base rate to the interest rate to its lowest level in almost 3 years. And the number of patients in hospital with the flu in England has risen by 18% in a week. More from the news team at past.
talkSPORT weather with QuickFit. For a limited time only, get 15% off a set of 4 selected premium tyres. Don't miss out and book today at quickfit.com and drive away happy every time. Conditions apply.
Bright with showers in the north, widely cloudy elsewhere with rain soon moving in from the south. Prolonged heavy downpours may cause travel disruption, especially across southern England and Wales.
Hawksbee and Charlie Baker here on talkSPORT. Tim Vickery joins us with the very latest from the world of South American football. It seems Ancelotti could be sticking around as the Brazil manager. Even before the World Cup, they may be making a call on that. And we'll have a birthday spread. Andy Jacobs live in the building.
He's bothered to turn up for that.
That's right. He's in. He's in today. Hopefully sitting next to me so I can look over his shoulder.
That's what normally happens.
Although
you do normally win when he's in the studio.
He'll be sitting next to you.
There's a seat the other side, Paul, of you.
Of that, maybe what you will. Before that, though, overnight tomorrow we have the fight. I'd say long awaited, but Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul. Adam Smith, the commentator, was saying it's a fight you watch out of curiosity.
Yeah.
Really. It's rubbernecking.
But it'll do the ratings, Paul. People will get up to watch it. It's not on crazy late. Does that mean?
I think most people will get up in the morning and just watch it without knowing the result, won't they? Were you going to get up at
I might get up and watch it.
3 o'clock in the
morning?
morning?
Yeah, I might do, yeah.
Let's see what our next...
I was going to go up for the Ashes, but it'll be over by then. So.
Well, we're going to touch on the Ashes because our next guest is a big cricket fan as well as a heavyweight boxer. Johnny Fisher joins us. Hello, Johnny.
Hello, Johnny.
Hello, both. How are you?
Yeah,
not
very
too
good,
bad,
Johnny.
Thank you, Johnny.
Happy Christmas.
Yeah, indeed.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to you as well.
Obviously, it's very difficult to turn down money like that. But how do you view this fight between AJ and Jake Paul?
I think it's a signified indication of the times that we live in now. Many of the kids today know more about people like Jake Paul than they do about the actual heavyweight champions of the world. So it's an indicator of the society that we live in now. And I'm not begrudging the two gentlemen involved because they're going to make a fortune of money. So fair play to them.
If it's going to make a lot of money out of it, Andy Joshua, of course, as is Jake Paul. But, unless he gets him out of there incredibly quickly, I can't quite see from a boxing point of view the upside of AJ. It doesn't get him into any... I suppose, look, it's allowed him to train for a fight, but a fight he's almost certainly going to win very quickly.
Yeah. I think everything in my brain is saying it's going to get him out of there in a round or two. If it goes any longer than that, it's not going to look too good. He's got to finish him off within 3 minutes or 6 minutes.
Yeah. You're a boxer who's managed to enhance the power of social media. You're very good on it, and you've managed to bring that into what you do. But you're also a proper boxer, so you think there must be a happy medium somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, being good on social media, I think just means being your authentic self and conveying that.
Yeah.
Lots of people. Don't change.
We are struggling. Sorry, Johnny, we're struggling with the line. We're going to try and get you back if we can in a minute. You can probably see if you're watching on connected TV.
So you won't wake up to watch it, Paul, in the middle of the night?
No,
set the alarm?
No, I'll watch it in the morning.
Watch it in the morning, yeah.
I'm not. I mean, I think I know who's going to win. It's just how he wins. I think we've got Johnny back. It's just sorry, Johnny. We were chatting about the fight that we were just losing. You can see you're in a moving vehicle.
No problem.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, just to go back on the question you was talking about. Do you want me to answer that?
Yeah, of course.
Yes, please, about social media and things like that. I think it's just about conveying who you are the best way you can and being authentic with that.
Yeah.
Jake Paul's obviously amazing at engaging people. First of all, as a YouTuber, and he's brought that into the boxing space. But half the battle with boxing is getting bums on seats and trying to get people involved. So he's done that to an astronomical level.
Yeah. These comments that Anthony Joshua has made about, he wants, he didn't say he wants to kill him, but just using the word kill in the context of such a mismatch just seemed a bit ill-advised. And he has kind of said, well, look, every time somebody goes in the ring, that can happen. We all know that. But that's one of the concerns around this fight already. It did seem a pretty ill judge, really.
Well, we've seen in boxing in general, professional boxing or conventional professional boxing, people lose their lives quite regularly. We've seen a few people lose their lives. When I look at the clip that Joshua was doing, I don't think he was intending to say it in a way that was saying, I remember Wilder saying a few years ago, I want a body on my record. It was nowhere near intended in that way. He's just saying, when you're in that mode, you want to finish off the other guy. You want to inflict damage because that is, at the end of the day, that is the name of the game. But I don't think he meant it with a malice when I think back to Deontay Wilder's comments.
No, that I know what you mean.
But you're a big cricket fan, aren't you, Johnny? And so you might be up in the middle of the night. You'll be flicking between the two if they're still playing.
If it's still on.
If it's still on. What's your feelings about the Ashes?
I stayed up last night for a little bit and I thought, right, we're 30 or 40 for none. We're going to be all right.
Yeah.
And then you wake up and you see 203 and you think, what is going on? And I think this Bazball, this whole idea of Bazball, I mean, if you look at the man who's standing up at the minute, Ben Stokes, what is he, 50 off 100 or 150 balls? That's not Bazball. Yeah. I think this idea of trying to hit the ball out, you can't try and hit the ball every second of the game. There's times to attack, there's times to dig in, and it's a frustrating watch because you know how talented these players are that are in our team.
Yeah, it really is.
We are struggling with the line, Johnny. We're going to let you go, but we appreciate your time. Thanks very much for joining us. That's Johnny Fisher there. We wanted to have a chat with him about his fight in Monaco a couple of weeks ago, but say in a moving car, and it can often be an issue.
Is it? No.
So, it's exciting times, the old heavyweight division. There's lots of good stuff going on. Moses Atoma coming through. We had Dave Allen in the other day. I think he's going to be on breakfast again tomorrow. He's a really interesting guy. So
Dave Allen speaks so well. When we had him on a Saturday morning once, he wanted to get onto tenable, Paul. That was his whole thing. For the whole interview, we talked to him a bit about boxing. But then he said, "Can you get me onto tenable?"
Was that Warwick Davis'
show with Warwick Davis? Yeah,
the quiz show.
He loves tenable.
Yeah,
I don't have any connection to tenable.
Okay,
I've been on Pointless. Paul, I've been on.
You won it, didn't you?
I won Pointless.
And You've won quite a lot.
House of Games. I've been on that.
You won that,
won on that.
After a poor start.
Eat it, and eat it, Val.
You didn't say Val McDermott, the fine crime writer that you saw off that night, along with Self-Esteem.
Yeah, Self-Esteem. Yeah, and Martin of Fire.
Yeah,
Martin of Fire.
Fantastic lineup.
Yeah, but really good. Anyway, but tenable, I couldn't help him. I thought I'd be able to help him.
Why was he so keen on that as opposed to anything else?
Just loves the game. Just for the love of the game. You know what these sports people are like, Paul?
Yeah. Can you get me on tenable?
So if the producers for Tenable are listening,
issuing is it still being made?
I don't know. Maybe it's finished. It must have been on Challenge.
Must
have been on Challenge. Is there anything better when you when you get in at night
and you've had a few drinks. Is that what you want to say?
Yeah, flicking through
an old bullseye.
There's nothing better than
one in the morning.
There's nothing better than an old bullseye.
2 lads from Barnsley winning a speedboat.
And what do you do? I'm unemployed, Jim. Super.
Yeah.
Some great jokes, Jim.
Yeah.
Some brilliant jokes.
Yesterday in Readymont for Christmas, I bought a little bullseye game.
Did you?
It was on, and it involves a magnetic board.
Yeah.
And it's like the questions round, you know, where you're geography and people.
Yeah.
And things. They have a round called people. So
people, Jim.
People. I'll take people, please, Freddie. So I bought that little
Nice.
But the quiz book, the questions, I was expecting the questions to be of bullseye standard. You know, can you spell the word dog? Let's find out if you're right.
Can you spell
then
dogs?
Bully comes across. I mean, they are quite easy, the questions.
And what are the questions?
They're not easy.
Really?
Yeah.
Who are you going to play?
I'll tell you what, let me give you the one of the questions. I don't want to ruin it. It's only one of millions of questions.
Lovely.
It was, effectively, which nation oversees the interest of Bora Bora?
Happy Christmas.
Yeah. I mean, Freddie doesn't ask questions like that, does he?
Is it France, Jim?
It is France.
Yes.
Oh, well done.
I'm good at quizzes, Paul.
Yeah.
I'm good at quizzes.
That's
I like
really
quizzes.
Good. I didn't say France. I think we went a bit South Pacific with that.
Did you? What, you went Bali High? I'm going to wash that.
Yeah, that's what we did. Did you, how did you know that?
I don't know, Paul. Just know
it's just there. It's in that Rolodex.
I could name you 5 Premier League players.
Yeah.
But I could tell you the answer to that quiz question.
That's
you know,
fantastic.
So I'm pleased.
What are you even doing on talkSPORT?
Well, it has been asked many, many times.
I wonder if Dan...
Virgin Radio 2 till 6.
Yeah. Did Dan know the answer to that? Let's join him, Ali. Did you know that France is in charge of Bora Bora, Dan?
Every day's a school day.
It
I
is.
haven't got a clue about that one.
So
Definitely haven't got a clue about that one.
It's the man himself. We're liking David Manure. Here he is. He's just doing his walk on.
He's got the African music pumping out to the PA system here at Ali Pali, and he's got some moves.
Yes.
He's got some moves. We saw some moves early this afternoon from Motomu Sakai of Japan, who knocked out Thibaut Tricol in straight sets 3-0. But David Manure of Kenya's got some lovely hip action there. Craig Revel-Horwood would be commenting favourably on that, I think. But he's about to take on the former Grand Prix champion Mike de Decker of Belgium, who's had a slightly forgettable 2025. We've already had wins this afternoon for Callan Ridds, and I mentioned Motomu Sakai winning 3-0 in their matches. Ryan Joyce from Newcastle looks really good just now in knocking out Owen Bates in an all-English affair. 3-0 to Relentless, averaging nearly 100, looking very good. Tonight we've got 4 more games exclusively on the talkSPORT app and the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel, including the Queen of the Palace, Fallon Sherrick, taking on Chizzy, Dave Chisnell. And the last match of the night, Krzysztof Ratajski, the Polish #1, against Alexis Toilo, the man you might remember, who takes a little while to get between Dart 1 and Dart 3 with his false throws and his knockabout stuff. So that can be quite a long end. We might not leave it till midnight tonight, I don't know.
Any wasp sightings today?
There was a wasp sighting whilst Motomu Sakai was playing, and he looked terrified of it. Absolutely terrified.
Do you have wasps in Japan?
We do have wasps in Muswell Hill, David. And you had that wasp that was sitting inside Roth Smith's collar just the other day.
Yeah.
Not the slightest bit phased by it. We had Nitin Kumar slice a wasp in half, practically, whilst he was releasing a dart.
Wow.
But there's a few about. The only one I saw was the one that completely spooked Motomu Sakai, but it didn't affect his game in the end because he won by 3-zip.
Yeah, we loved him. It's good. I mean, David Manure looks like a good lad as well, so it should be a good atmosphere, this one.
Nice.
Enjoy the game, Dan. Thanks very much.
Cheers, chaps.
The Decker Manure is coming up very, very shortly. So the atmosphere there is fantastic. I mean, you could put that on at sort of 8 in the morning, it wouldn't be flat. Everybody's so up for it.
Jack's been in touch. The surfing at last year's Paris Olympics was in Bora Bora.
Maybe
that's why it was in my head.
That's why it was there. Anyway, Tim Vickery joins us with the very latest from South America, and then we'll have a birthday spread. Andy Jacobs live in the studio with myself and Charlie. That's all coming up. We're here with our good friends at Tool Station. Pick up your wet weather essentials today. Next stop, Tool Station.
PDC World Darts Championship update on talkSPORT with Village Hotels. Hit the bullseye this Christmas with a darty party at Village. Enjoy flights of festive fun with our interactive darts lanes. Available at locations across the UK.
Well, it's time then to talk South American football with our man in Rio, Tim Vickery. Good afternoon, Tim.
Afternoon. I want to talk darts first, though.
Oh,
It's gone
okay.
global, isn't it? It's gone global.
Really has, yeah.
My brother tells me about this. He follows it. There's like a Portuguese fella who keeps getting the maths wrong. Absolutely brilliant.
Really?
What a fantastic thing. Yeah. I knew it was going to go global. I remember in the early 90s, one of my mates is married to a Dutch girl. And we used to go over and visit, and they could get BBC Two for some reason. So his Dutch wife, she just got obsessed with darts. Yes, darts. So I knew that they were going to start producing players, because of a BBC Two addiction. And here we are. Darts is the global game.
There was a player called Diogo Portela, apparently. He was a Brazilian professional, and he's played at the Worlds a couple of times. I think he's played since 2021. But does it have much profile over there or not?
None whatsoever. Although there is one Brazilian who really fell under the spell of the errors on the hockey.
Yeah.
Sandro at Tottenham.
Right.
He learned it. He absolutely loved it, and I don't think he was ever thinking about doing it professionally. But that was one of the ways that he ingratiated himself in British life.
So overnight we've had the Intercontinental Cup final, haven't we? The best of South America versus the best of Europe went head-to-head. PSG and Flamengo. What happened for those that haven't caught up with it yet, Tim?
Well, indeed, overnight speaks volumes because this is a competition which seems to be down on its feet. It was kind of late afternoon your time, 5 o'clock kickoff your time in the afternoon. So at a time that was accessible to everyone, but no one seems to have noticed that it even happened because of the Club World Cup and so on. Despite that, while it's dying on its feet, it threw up the best final we've had in this for years and years and years, because PSG are into it. They wanted to win it. It's not an inconvenience for them. It's in Qatar, so they're playing in front of their bosses, and they're a club, still consolidating themselves in terms of titles. So they wanted to win. And Flamengo, with the money that's come into Brazilian football, are the most experienced and probably the best side that's come out of South America for some time. PSG were better. But Flamengo handled them and controlled them and managed to get away with a 1-1 draw. And then maybe it meant a little bit too much for them, because what we saw then was the most inept succession of saved penalties that I think I've ever seen.
Wow.
Flamengo missed 4 in a row, all saved. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I have seen sides miss 4, but usually there's a skyer or there's one that goes wide. 4 that are all saved by the goalkeeper, Safanov, the Russian goalkeeper of Paris Saint-Germain. Safanov saw them off. Not to save, he would really have had to jump out the way. Maybe it all meant too much after 120 minutes for Flamengo, and maybe there was too much tension in a penalty shootout. Very, very impressive coach, Felipe Luis, once of Chelsea, also long time of Atletico Madrid. And you can see a little bit of Diego Simeone in him, including the fact he usually wears all black on the touchline. He's very, very impressive. And I think another year and he's going to be heading your side of the Atlantic.
We all love a player in with the fans, don't we, Charlie? It's always great that. And so the Estudiantes fans got that in Argentina. Tell us who the player was, Tim.
Yeah, they certainly did. It's the club president, Juan Sebastian Veron.
Wow.
And this is the final of the Argentine Championship. It's Estudiantes, his team, against Racing. It's right at the other end of Argentina, in the north of Argentina, Santiago del Estero. Veron is the big focus of opposition to the Argentine FA. So he's picked up a suspension. So he can't be in the posh seats rattling his jewellery, along with the president of Racing, Diego Milito, the former Inter Milan striker. So what's he do? He goes behind the goal, in with the fans, and he's jumping up and down, bounding away, singing his heart out like all the rest of them. And he ended up having to think about his side. They had lost time. They were 1-0. Silly foul given away by Racing close to the area. Dink it into the box, and there's the former Southampton striker, Guido Carrillo, who arrives like a train, heads it in, 1-1. We go through extra time, nothing much happens. We go through penalties. Estudiantes are losing on penalties, but managed to turn that one round. They won the title. In fact, the last 2 penalties, the Estudiantes penalty was so bad that the keeper couldn't save it. It was one of those where he dives too far, and it kind of just squirms horribly through him. And then the Racing penalty, they've got a score to stay in. And it's one of those that's so close to being the perfect penalty, but just comes back off the post. So Estudiantes win the title. Veron there, bounding up and down like a good one. Is just engulfed by the Estudiantes fans. And then the Argentine FA, the president, has to hand over the title to them. The ban comes from all of this fuss when Rosario Central of Di Maria were awarded a title that they really shouldn't have been. They were awarded a title after the games had been played. It's like, let's award a title, Paul, to the side who's just been beaten 3-0 by Nottingham Forest.
Right. Oh,
yes, let's do that.
I'm up for that, definitely.
So that's essentially what happened to Rosario Central.
Right.
And Estudiantes were the opposition. And just by chance, the next game of Rosario Central was against Estudiantes. They're supposed to form a guard of honour when Rosario Central come out on the pitch. And the Estudiantes players did it with their back turned just to show their contempt. So that got Veron his ban, and he enjoyed it hugely by going in with the fans and having something to celebrate.
Now, Thiago Silva, you told when he went to Chelsea, you said he's going to do a job for him. He's still got, even, what was he then, 37? He's got something left in the tank. He's 41 now, and he's available again. I've seen him linked to West Ham and a few teams in Italy. He wants one last hurrah in Europe. Is there anything now left in the tank at 41, would you say, Tim?
I don't know. I mean, he went back. He did think he had a chance of getting in Brazil's World Cup squad. I'm inclined to doubt. I think that ship has sailed. I think now you've got to play him in the middle of a back three at top level. And that's what Fluminense did with him during the Club World Cup when the level got a little bit higher because then he's got less space to cover. And it's been hard for him these last few months because his family's still in London. You know, he's got a kid who's playing, I think, for England under 17s, and he's coming up the youth ranks at Chelsea. So he's been on his own, and it's been a bit hard for him. He was in at the weekend the semi-finals of the Brazilian Cup, and their game against Vasco da Gama went to penalties, and he stepped up and just banged his in. But again, they lost on penalties, and part of that was Felipe Coutinho, who hit one of those penalties that is a heart stopper.
Yeah.
No one has ever missed a penalty for going too low. If you put it in the top corner, it's unstoppable, but there is the risk. Yeah. And his one just went in off the bar and went in. So at that point, Thiago Silva bade farewell to Fluminense. He wants to move back closer to his family. Is he going to pick up? He's not going to pick up one with the big hitters. I wonder if, and maybe a few months, I don't know, but I think it has to be a back three, really. I wonder if it's going to be a coaching role or something at Chelsea, right? You know, with his kid there and so on. Yeah. That would probably make sense. But what a great career it's been. You know, I was lucky enough to be in it at the start, and if that was the last game, I was lucky enough to be in at the end as well.
Brilliant, Tim. We probably won't speak to you before Christmas, so have a good one.
Good one, Tim.
Thanks for everything during 2025, and we'll catch up with you in the new year. All the best.
It has been my pleasure. Speak to you the other side.
Fantastic. Tim Vickery there over in Rio, our man on South
Feliz
American
Navidad.
football.
Is that correct, Paul?
Well, that's Spanish, isn't it? Yeah.
Joyeux Noel. That's French. Yeah. Bora Bora, that's what they'd be saying.
That's what they'd be saying in Bora Bora, yeah. Fantastic. Super smashing. We got the birthday spread up next. Andy Jacobs is live in the studio to play along this afternoon. Jeff Peters will join us, of course, to keep score. And hopefully you'll be playing along at home and tell us how you're getting on at half-time. That's coming up shortly.
Tyson Fury is threatening to knock Anthony Joshua dead spark out and has called him a classless loser. It's after AJ said boxers have a license to kill.
You hope your opponent leaves the ring safely, but if they don't, you know, you still have to go to bed at night knowing that you just done your job. It wasn't personal.
Well, there are serious concerns about Jake Paul's safety ahead of his fight with AJ in Miami tomorrow. Now, who's to blame for the mess at Celtic?
They've started this fire with people like the board and the lack of transfer spend and the activity, and there might be some justification on it. But people in the boardroom walking out the door because they're getting threatened. All of this is curated by other people like Rodgers that made public statements.
Well, Wilfred Nancy insists Celtic are on the right track despite losing 4 in a row. And the Ashes is still mathematically alive, but the Bazball post-mortems have started. Mark Butcher has told talkSPORT England have played dumb cricket this entire series.
At every turn, when England needed to really knuckle down in what is an incredibly tough place to win games of cricket, as most England fans will know over the last 20-odd years, that they've been found wanting.
Well, Stokes's side ended day 2 of the must-win third test on 213 for 8, trailing Australia by 158.
Like to point out that Andy is sitting next to Charlie with his notes and all the birthdays.
I can go and sit over there, Paul. I'm happy to do that.
No. I trust you, Charlie.
Happy to do that if you want.
I can put up a barrier.
You can't, can you? I trust Charlie. What's the point? There's no point cheating, is there?
No point cheating, Paul. I don't know.
It's the birthday spread. 10 birthdays collated by Andy Jacobs, who's live in the studio with us today.
I've heard he's really good live.
Yeah, he's very good live.
It's the same, really. I haven't got a concrete mixer lorry outside the room.
Shame I'll miss it.
Yeah. And we got to guess how old these people are. Some will know, some we won't. And a margin of error will build because we won't get all of them absolutely right, unless we've been cheating, of course. And it's the one with the shortest margin of error that wins at the end. You play along at home, you generally tell us, and you tell us how you're getting on at half time, so we'll bring you the best of those. Good afternoon, Andy.
Oh, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I forgot.
Enjoying the cricket?
No.
Good. And Enzo Maresca off to City?
Very nice briefing.
Oh, you reckon it's a bit of briefing from his agent, yeah?
Well, I do, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a funny coincidence of timing, isn't it? He's in a bit of trouble at Chelsea. Oh, City want him. Oh, he must be good then, mustn't he?
Yeah.
It's that.
Okay, well, slightly cynical hat on there.
Well,
I'm not looking towards Andy, just not being rude, Andy, but I don't want to be anywhere near
the answers.
The answers or the cheating that Paul
quickly,
does.
Andy, what's going wrong in the cricket?
They're not very good.
Okay, thank you very much. There we are.
It's a disaster for Test cricket.
The in-depth review.
It's not so much losing, but the fact that it's not competitive.
Yeah. Not many teams are competitive, England team, that go over there, are they?
Not
it's
really,
not
but,
easy.
Could do better than this.
So, hello to Jeff Peters, our official scorer.
Nice.
Hello, Jeff.
Jeff here as well.
Yeah, a very good afternoon
He's under
to
the
you.
desk.
Charlie lost. Charlie lost to Max last week, but did beat Paul last time.
Right.
Charlie, loving your general knowledge.
Oh, thank you.
Which player made 127 appearances, scoring 4 goals for Torquay United, 1971 to 1975?
Wow,
2 League Cup games for Leicester, where he's from, then went to Torquay.
This is the wrong game. This is Sunday morning.
Sunday mornings, no.
Yeah, this is the footballer game.
It's not in the 70s. I'm not going to know this in the 70s.
I think it was Pele, wasn't it? It was a brief...
He had a spell at Torquay,
Pele had a spell at
Santos and Torquay.
I know Matt Elliott started his career at Torquay and ended up at Leicester City.
It's Derek Harrison.
Oh, of course it is.
No, you don't know that one?
Legend. Derek Harrison.
Good old
Rex in the dressing room.
Known as Rex, yeah. Okay. Should we go?
Hello, Derek, if you're listening.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Once
Derek.
again, Jeff has dragged it down from the
No,
off.
absolutely ruined it.
Really spoiled it. We
No,
were
it's-
having,
no, it's
some lovely banter then, and Jeff came in with a.
He's doing his Derek Harrison material. That always
You'll
gets you.
find that's Derek Harrison. That
Yes.
will, do that.
Okay, well, let's get underway, shall we?
Yes.
It's Pele and Sergio Mendes.
Can I just say, what a pity it is that it isn't the birthday of the darts player Dave Manure.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's one for you, though, isn't it, for the future?
Yeah, it certainly is. Anyway, birthday number one, the fine entertainer from Half a Sixpence, the singer and actor Tommy Steele.
Oh, yes. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And Tommy was a very keen golfer until the game finally drove him completely mad. He couldn't believe all the fuss about a little white ball.
Oh, that's it. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
very nice.
Yeah.
Written by Lionel Bart, of course.
Yeah.
Those of you. Is it me? Is it me?
All the kids in that film are supposed to be Spanish, aren't they? And when he starts singing Little White Boy, he goes, and he's all cockney. He's all right, kids. And he's trying to, I'm going to teach you some English.
Yeah.
And he goes, once there was a little white bull. And these kids go, little white bull.
Well, you want to go, hey, little white boy.
Well, straight out of stage school.
Why so Spanish?
Anyway, let's dissect an old Tommy.
Poquito
Tommy
pelota blanco.
Yeah, there we are.
there it is.
Tommy the Toreador. Right.
Jeff Peters would have a few manure jokes.
Yeah, he would. Yeah.
They usually are.
Usually.
Go on then.
Me, is it?
Yeah.
Go on then.
Go on then, yeah.
Go on then. Oh, yeah.
Go on, yeah.
Go on.
Then what?
Tommy Steele there, yeah. Go on. Yeah.
We still little white ball, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And what? Once upon a time.
Yeah.
88.
89.
89.
Oh, I've seen it. Papers. The paper boy delivers.
Oh, with his
1-0.
X-ray vision.
What's the scores,
embarrassing.
Jeff? What's the scores, Jeff?
Celebration.
0-0, Charlie 1.
After 25 years of working together, he's the only person who can decipher my writing.
Yes.
That's just
Yeah, you
even
can
longer.
see it from there. He's put his other glasses on. He's put his readers on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Birthday number two, the fine film director from There's Something About Mary,
Yeah.
Peter Farrelly. Peter Farrelly. And I remember going Christmas bell ringing with Peter on the tallest tower in Campanology. It was Ding Dong Farrelly on high.
That's very good.
Thank you.
We like
Very
that.
seasonal.
Very good.
Peter Farrelly.
Peter Farrelly.
58.
Yeah, when did that film come out?
It's quite, yeah.
That feels like one of those films
Farrelly
you think
brothers
was out
are-
about 10 years ago and it'll be about 20
Yeah,
years
I was
ago.
thinking they were quite young when
I'm
maybe
going to
he's a
say
bit older.
60.
69.
Wow.
Ooh.
Okay, old man Farrelly. I didn't
Lovely,
do that.
lovely stuff. Something
So-
about Mary.
Yeah, what's that done to the scores, Jeff?
11 out for Paul, who's
Wow.
on 11, and Charlie is 9 out onto 10. So Charlie in the lead by
Now
1.
taking the lead.
By
Oh,
one. Very nice.
Jeff can't be in Mexico because he's wearing a sweater.
No, he's not in Mexico. We can see he's got his intense filing system behind him.
Okay.
So he's got a head in one of those baskets.
I don't feel like having a go at Jeff today.
Yeah.
There's three of us here, and there's one of him there.
It's a bit
Feels
harsh,
a lot.
isn't it?
Yeah.
I know.
Feels a bit harsh.
We find out in years to come that in that backdrop, if people are watching Jeff's backdrop, that he had a head in every one of them. We had no idea. He would sit there.
Wasn't
Little
the
did we
box.
know of the macabre goings on in that box.
Next
Anyway.
week we could all go around to Jeff's house.
That would be great. What a good idea.
Yeah, that's next week's Christmas. That'd be a bit weird.
Yeah, a bit weird. Turn up at Jeff's.
Go on then.
Okay, it's the model and actress Mila Jovovich.
Oh, yeah.
Mila Jovovich.
Oh, yeah.
She was part of our shortwave radio walkie-talkie group on a tour of Cameroon. She would say, 10-4, can you hear me over? And I'd say, Roger, Miller.
Oh, that
could have been a lot worse,
Very
couldn't
good.
it?
Yeah, I wondered where you were going.
I'd love to know the ones you rejected in the John West envelope.
Mila Jovovich.
Jovovich. You'll have a Jovovich.
Mila Jovovich.
You had a drink already, have you? Jovovich.
Back in the box.
What do you think?
Lord Charles.
Yeah.
Mila Jovovich.
What do you reckon?
That's funny. Mila Jovovich.
Ridiculous,
That's it.
You're doing all the impressions today, unfortunately.
I said I feel like a dog.
Come on, then.
Get on the couch. I said I'm not allowed.
Come on.
Just not one of a capable radio presenters.
Yeah, that.
wow,
meow.
wow.
Look at that, heads in every one of those boxes.
Do you want to see? Do you want to see?
That sounded
There's
very,
literally
very
nothing in there.
Absolutely nothing.
Jeff's empty.
Nothing in the box. Nothing in the box.
What a filing system.
I'll have box number 3, please, Jeff. Well, that's sport. That's a quiz show. That's a quiz show.
What's in Jeff's box? I don't think I want to know. Especially after he's been to Mexico.
Okay, quick.
Come on.
Oh, is it Mila
Look at the
Jovovich?
time.
43.
49.
50.
Oh, Paul's had a look.
What's
Paul's had a look in the papers, took one off so it didn't look obvious.
Shut up,
49.
Charlie. Paul's 1 out onto 12, Charlie 7 out onto 17.
Okay, birthday number 4.
Quite base now. It's got to
Has he had a
shut
drink?
up, Charlie.
I
do agree with
Jeff's been on the Stella.
Leicester's answer to Oscar Wilde there.
Dionne Warwick, the fine singer.
Oh, yeah.
From I Say a Little Prayer and
Other fine songs. Yeah, that's right.
I remember playing against Dionne in a charity cricket match.
Oh, yeah.
I was especially pleased to bowl her all ends up.
Yeah.
It was great to see Warwick castled.
Oh, okay. Nice, yeah.
That's lovely.
Dionne Warwick's got to be getting on. She's got to be in the Tommy Steele envelope. Maybe not that old. 85.
88.
She's 85.
The paper boy today.
Dear, the
blatant,
paper boy
innit?
struck.
Really has struck. He's got the Times today, he's got the Sun, and he's got the Eye. He's been in all three today.
Cheating. I wouldn't get any right,
Unbelievable. It's not me that says it, Paul.
Okay, what's the scores, Jeff?
Chat GPT said
Another direct hit for Paul. He stays on 12. Charlie 3 out onto 20.
Okay, fair enough.
2012, is it? Okay.
So we're going to half time with this one, Andy.
Okay, the fine actor, I think she was in The Crown, Emma Corrin.
They were in The Crown.
You're right.
Sorry,
I beg your pardon. You're right. They were in The Crown.
We're in trouble.
They're a big fan of the SPL and recently organised a fundraiser at Tyne Castle to supply a vital component of the actual goalposts. The club responded by allowing Emma free entry to any game. It was Kind Hearts and Corrin Nets.
Oh, wow. That's one for the Alec Guinness fans.
It was. Now, Emma has bought a big box of chocolates for everyone in England, Scotland, Northern Ireland and Wales this Christmas. And 2 boxes for people living in a small area of Manchester.
Yeah.
It's Coronation's treat.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
No, really?
Coronation's treat.
We get it, don't we? You think it's really bad? Was it as bad as Pope shot? Was it as bad as Pope shot this morning? Was it worse than that?
Worse than that.
Wow, I didn't think it was that bad. Okay,
I didn't mind.
Corrin's Nation Street.
Yeah, we won't workshop it.
You didn't do too bad there, actually.
No, Emma
Did you have
Corrin.
jokes in Leicester, Jeff?
Yeah.
No.
Do you have jokes in
Clearly not.
They don't. They do have a comedy.
How old is she, Charlie?
I don't know which one she is. And if you're in The Crown, you could be playing the Queen Mother.
Yeah.
You could be playing, Zara Phillips.
Okay,
But the clue is
know.
the fact that they said they. Just said they. So.
Yeah.
Okay, well, feel free to give him clues in a competitive environment.
I
Thanks.
didn't need the clue. I didn't ask for the clue.
No, okay.
Do you think Alec Guinness ever split the G? Do you think he ever tried to do that?
Yeah.
Keep going.
What does it even mean?
Nothing. I just thought of it as you said it.
Go on then.
Go on then. I think 35.
Yeah, you're pretty close. Would you have been that close about the clue? I don't know.
Well,
don't take pity on it.
She plays the Queen, right?
Don't take.
No.
No, she doesn't.
There we are.
She played Diana.
Did she?
34. 30.
30.
Well, there we are. The game has potentially been skewed by Andy Jacobs.
A snickometer moment. Wasn't it, Paul?
That is snick. Your snick.
Should we just knock it? Let's just knock it on the head.
What's the scores, Jeff, for what it's worth?
Just go out now.
4 out onto 16. Charlie, thanks for the invite. Paul, Charlie 5 out onto 25. So Paul leads by 9 at the halfway stage. None taken.
Let us know you're getting on at half time. Talksport.com. Text 889 to TSH and J. The second half of the birthday spread coming up very, very shortly. We're here with our very good friends at Tool Station. Stay one step ahead, whatever the job. Next stop, Tool Station. Updates from the darts with Ian Danton, Chris Murphy, of course, throughout the late afternoon into the evening. And David Manure's playing at the moment, and he's in the... he's having a... Yeah, he's not doing very well. Rephrase that. He's 2-0 down.
He's about to be dumped.
Yes, thank you, Andy.
What are they singing to him, Paul? No, they
don't want to sing. That's not fair. He's a really good lad, and he's got the crowd going, but it's not happening for him at the hockey.
Daryl, the Chelsea fans, having a Western today, 62 out at half-time.
Oh, dear.
Do I even come out for the second half? Gooner Ronnie says, Charlie seems such a bad loser.
Oh, yeah.
I'll say to Charlie what I say to my children, it's only a game. It's a kid's game and a waste of half an hour, Ronnie. 31 down, I give up, Brian the Toffee. Plus 22, stupid game, 30 minutes of my life. I'll never get back. Glad you've seen sense, Andrew, in Basingstoke.
Well done. Thank you, everybody. 25-16, I lead at the moment. Birthday number 6 is for me, Jeff. Take it away. Oh, no, it's Andy, isn't it?
It's the great news presenter, Kay Burley from Sky News.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget the commotion when Kate got into a physical red carpet confrontation at a London film premiere with Liz Hurley. The crowd loved a bit of Hurley Burley.
Yeah, Hurley Burley.
Yeah.
Kay Burley.
Andy's pleased with that.
That was a good one.
Pleased with that.
It's great live, It's what they say about live comedy.
It's so much,
go and see it in the room.
It's true.
So much better.
67.
Kay Burley, 67.
Kay Burley.
Interesting.
Kay Burley. Do you think?
7. That feels a bit old.
Go on, Charlie. Time's a press.
65.
65. Spot on.
Oh, well done.
What a start.
Yeah. Sorry,
nice.
Kay, if you're listening. You wouldn't have liked that. We had a cardboard cutout of Kay Burley in this building about 2 years ago.
Okay.
Really?
And somebody kept going in and putting it into the toilets.
Oh, that's nice.
So you opened the toilet door and there was Kay Burley standing.
Really?
Yeah, it was quite freakish. I don't know where it came from, and maybe I just imagined it. Maybe it was a dream.
I think I'd
get some backup from
I'd
outside.
remember if Kay Burley was in our toilets.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, what's the... it was a cardboard can, it wasn't Kay.
No, obviously.
So
Come on. Listen, you guys have got a Christmas party to get to, apparently.
Sorry,
Paul,
Jeff.
2 out onto 18.
Yeah.
Charlie stays on 25.
Just off to Leia Kay Burley.
Oh, yeah. Charlie. Right, move on to the next birthday.
Jeff set off now. You could meet us at 6.
Yeah, you can meet
us. Anyway, it's another newsreader. It must be a day for newsreaders.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, but Charlie missed the score there, Jeff. Do you want to remind him?
18-25.
18-25.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's the BBC newsreader Rita Chakrabarti.
Yeah.
And she's just released a new eponymous, I can't say that, dance single with the American producer Steve Silk Hurley. It's called Chakrabarti, Chakrabarti.
Oh, that's nice, yeah. It's not from the West Country.
Chakrabarti.
That's the Wurzels version, wasn't
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Our old Rita.
Rita Chakrabarti. There ain't no Barty like Rita Chakrabarti.
That's true, yeah.
Steve Silk cut. Come on.
Yeah.
She is 450.
50.
450. That's all right.
450.
50.
53.
61.
Wow, she's
wearing well.
She's wearing well, Rita. She is wearing well.
It's over.
What's the
the
score?
game's over. Let's forget about it.
The scores.
Paul, 8 out onto 26. Charlie, 11 out onto 36. 10 in it, 3 to go.
It's nothing. It's nothing.
I tried to get you invited, Jeff, but it was Paul and Andy said they didn't want you there. Said you drag it down.
Birthday number 8.
Birthday number 8.
Because you've been so supportive during the year, haven't you,
I know,
Charlie?
I've been so nice to Jeff. You
rings
know me.
Yeah.
You know me.
Okay.
It's the film producer and co-founder of Roald Dahl's marvellous children's charity. That's what it's called.
Okay.
Dame
I thought you suddenly got very lovely.
Bit of editorial.
They always say that on quiz shows, don't they? Say, what a wonderful charity. They're never going to say, well, that's a terrible charity. I won't give them any money.
Well, there are some bad ones.
Are there? I don't know. Anyway, it's Dame...
Just run through them now, Charlie. Okay. Number 1.
Dame...
Yeah, it's Dame what?
Felicity Dahl. Dame Felicity Dahl. She's just started a company, actually, offering murder mystery weekends with the former Olympic badminton star, Gail Ems. It's called Dahl Ems for Murder.
Oh, yeah. That's good. I like that.
Very good.
Do you know how old she is, Charlie? That's Dame
Felicity Dahl.
84.
I'm going to go younger. I'm going to say 75.
Regals, 87.
Oh, so that
very nice. But that's Bully Charlie Day.
That's
put me on
the ball.
I think that puts me on 28.
Just crossing the 20-yard line, the 10-yard line. There goes Ron into his own end zone.
So, Paul, you're 3 out onto 29.
Oh, 29, sorry.
And Charlie is 12 out onto 48.
I find it a bit putting me off having Andy actually here.
Okay, yeah.
I keep just thinking about the
You're
jokes,
enjoying it.
trying to make it entertaining. I'm dragging this format up, just trying to make it entertaining.
Birthday number 9, Andy.
It's the musician Spider Stacey. Spider Stacey.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember him on an early breakfast TV show with Paul Ince and the woman who did the weather on Good Morning Britain. Yes, who can forget? Incy Wincy Spider.
Goodness, one.
That's so bad.
Spider Stacey.
I've seen him on the web.
What do you reckon? Spiders. Do you know who it
Not
is?
a clue, don't know who it is.
Okay, I do know who it is.
Do you? Oh, well.
Game's over. Should we bother?
No, it's just bother. I mean, you might get it right. You might get close.
Spider Stacey. Can you just? Is that all you gave me? Pop star
That's all he
Spider
said.
Stacey. Musician Spider.
You've had
Stacey.
one clue today. You're not having another one.
I haven't had any clues today.
Yes, you have. Keep going. Come on.
Nasty.
Who is it?
All very nice. This nice facade you have. Oh yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Paul Hawksbee, lovely jolly chap.
Yeah,
We know behind it. Like her.
Spider Stacey?
Spider Stacey.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Go on.
Who
Well,
cares?
a lot of
Have a
people
guess.
do.
Have a guess.
Spider does.
70.
That's not bad. He's probably a bit younger.
He sounds like a sort of rocker. You know,
No, it's from the Pogues.
Oh,
Jeff would have known that.
Yeah, plays the tin whistle.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'd say he's what, 63?
67.
See?
So you were nearer. You
were nearer.
Yeah,
I'm
oh,
back to
thanks
all
for the
that.
patronising. Carry
I
on.
know.
What's the scores? We've got a minute left. What's the scores?
See, well done.
It's Paul 33,
Well
Charlie
done.
51, 18 is
So
the gap.
19 swing. 19
Okay.
swing.
Who
Here we go.
cares?
19 swing. You never know. It's the final birthday of the week. It's the.
And indeed the year.
Oh, yes. Very much so, yes.
Yeah.
Doing a T20 on Christmas Eve, maybe?
Oh,
Well,
thanks.
that's to see. Leave it with us. Yeah.
Thanks for suggesting that, Jeff.
Yeah.
I really need another 5 hours work.
Yeah,
Anyway.
5 hours work.
Or
writing
I'll
these
do
jokes.
the gag.
It is.
I'll do the gag.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Trying to build
Ruin
his-
everyone's
trying to
bar
build his-
humbug. You boy, what day is it?
Just worked his way into the Christmas Eve. We've now got less than a minute.
Okay, it's the painter and printmaker, Dame Barbara Ray.
Oh, yeah.
Dame Barbara Ray.
Yeah.
And her capacity for drinking is only equalled by the host of talkSPORT's breakfast show.
Yes.
No one drinks more than Alan and Ray.
Alan and Ray, beautiful.
nice.
So come on then, Charlie, we've got to be quick.
Barbara Ray.
Not Barbara Ray, no.
Robbery, that's our
Barbara.
drink.
It's you.
Is it
The last
no.
one, isn't it?
Oh, it's me. I have to go first. It is
Yeah,
last
Barbara
one.
Ray.
Yeah, Barbara Ray.
Okay, 82.
82. Well, she's not going to be 100, is she? Oh, she might be.
She might be.
She
No,
might
she's-
be,
yeah.
Paul. You never know.
Yeah.
If Jeff, you know, if I say 100, have I drawn or have I won? I can't work it out.
100 would be a draw.
101.
Okay, well, Dame Barbara Ray, you're not going to like this, Charlie. She's 82.
What's the point? I mean, what is the point? It's an absolutely terrible game. It's a boring game anyway.
it is.
So if
Well
someone,
done, Paul.
if
Have a lovely
someone-
party tonight.
if
Enjoy.
someone
Take care.
cheats-
Have a great time.
If someone cheats,
Thanks,
it makes
Jeff.
it more just worse. It's utterly pointless. Right.
So thank you, Charlie.
Happy Christmas, everyone.
You're back on Saturday.
Saturday morning, play his proper game, Guessing Heights. 9 till 11, the warm-up with Max Rush. And then 2 till 6, Saturday and Sunday afternoons, Game On Virgin Radio. All the goals as they go in. One game Sunday. Let's play a lot of indie bangers Sunday.
Fantastic, good stuff. I'll see you tomorrow, Andy. Thanks very much. We're going to be speaking to a publican tomorrow who will not be showing any World Cup. And he'll tell us why. He'll tell us why.
Good man.
Stuff.
And of course, we'll be reflecting on the cricket. Can't wait, as Alan would say. Coming up next, Jason Cundy is in for Darren Bent with Andy Goldstein on Drive. Have a good evening.